Alrighty, hello everybody, and welcome. I have a question before, oh dear God, and Slap, dude, I haven't even been live for a minute, Slap. What am I doing? I am doing fun stuff, alright? What I really want to do is this. I want to complain about every single time that I'm, like, online, I get hit with these new scammers, alright? Right here. It is just a joke. All right, Xbox is bad. The whole discovery system, like, what is it? Friends and community updates connect with millions of gamers. This is the worst addition ever because it just randomly, puts you out in the world. Speaking of which, I mean, this is fresh. I am going to be going over a couple of matches. I want to point out a few things, Slap. What, really? You never have, whatever, Slap. You're full of your crap, man. Full of it. I'm gonna disappear for 2 seconds, Slap. I'm gonna go wash my hands real fast because they're a little bit. I should have did this before I started streaming, but I didn't realize it until I picked up my controller. I've been playing Baldur's Gate 3 all day, so it was kind of like, yeah, I've just been doing other things all day. But it's just to start. I want to go over a few matches and set the replay system, and then I'm gonna be playing probably some tier 9 and tier 7. So that's pretty much gonna be that. But I'll be back in a moment. Saying rent. Oh, I am here. Okay. You're hi mom. I'm on Steam. You're on Steam? Slap, you got the whole Steam? And who's mom? Who are you talking to? Your mom? I am so lost. Slap, you confuse everything. My brain. Ah, alrighty. Stream. Okay. Okay. Now my hands are wet. Everything's wet. They're shiny. I had to go wash them real fast because they were, yeah, it's like grease, I haven't showered yet today because I'm a dirty gamer. Oh, you do have Steam. Okay. Yeah, dude, freaking, uh, yeah, I've been playing Baldur's Gate all day. I played one match on World of Tanks earlier today, and I immediately decided to say, "Hey, you know what? No, I don't want to play yet today. I want to do something else and then jump on and go over a couple of matches." So I didn't want to jump in and take away a ton of stuff because yesterday I was jamming out with a couple of guys. One of them is newer to the game, and so right here, yesterday we maintained a 77% win rate, and then 69 the day before. But 77.42 win rate. 31 matches, 24 different tanks from yesterday, so I want to go over a couple of these. The TNH, there's no point. The Chrysler K, I don't think this one really had a whole lot of value. The AMX 65 ton, this will be a match I want to go over. Basante, that's a big maybe. The E50S is a big maybe. The low match, I actually do want to show off a little bit of the low match, and one of the matches from the Torwagen. And then earlier in the day, it was really bad inside tier 10. It was just constant. This is like early morning. And then we jumped back on later in the afternoon. And then the tier 8s and up were in the afternoon. So these were a lot better. But early morning was really bad matchmaking. Plus, I was kind of full sending it. Y'all, you just got off work? On stream? Oh, if it was on Twitch, it would appear. Because I have that whole thing set up for Twitch, not for YouTube. So, like, if you type out over on Twitch chat, it'll actually pop up. And not a lot of people know that. For instance, if I pop up Twitch real fast, and I go over to my channel, chat, and then I just go. Hi, Mom. And as you can see, it's extremely off because I redid a ton of stuff, and yeah, it's fun. And it should be locked here. It should be much bigger. Can't remember how much more is supposed to come out, but I mean, either or. Plus, it's backwards. Like, a lot of things about it got messed up, but it's Twitch. Oh, boo-hoo. Whatever. Received a gift. Took them 2 days to get me that gift. All right. Internet's not working? Well, that sucks. Hold on. 6/23/2024. 127 views. Oh, dear God. I didn't realize my replay would start trending. Yeah, 127 people got to see that 1 versus 10. Well. Dang. That took off. Yeah, lol, holy crap. Alright, so starting off, what do I want to do? Siegfried line. This one was okay, but you get caught out in the mid and then you get torn over. Arctic region, is this the low? This is the low, and I was playing with Death by Cars. There we go. Death by Cars. And Death by Cars, he's newer to the game. And each time that he plays with me, I do my best to kind of help him with the game a little bit. So I've been coaching him a tad bit. Where it comes down to it. 9.78 average, but we did a lot of tier 8s from yesterday. 29 matches. He played his T54E2 all day. Kind of weird to see that the rank, this is, I think this is the 30-day ranking. Hold on. All-time ranking. Yeah, the 90-day. All right, he's 84 out of 219. That's not bad. It's not bad at all. 77% win rate from yesterday. But it's the only tier 8 that he has, so I was helping him kind of get an idea for the feel of it and how to play it. Alright, so 2 of these matches that we're going to go over. We're going to do window projector, get this up. Everything lined up and ready. There we go. Now I'll be able to actually do things. Lots of slacking off over on my end. And that's going to be the biggest. Okay. So this one was Encounter. And I'll be honest, I'm not a big fan of Arctic region on Encounter. I'm not exactly a huge fan of. Early game, I do believe I was a little bit late. Yeah, in a lot of these replays, I'm going to be a little bit late. Because like I would hit start match, I'd disappear for a second. I was watering the backyard, so I had to run outside and move the hose real fast, and I did every single 15 minutes. So for me, it's like start match and then disappear. But I was telling him, you know, we want to take control of the left side because this is encounter. And if you look at the map, you have a lot of control up in this top section, which is natural control for encounter. You're always going to have snipers. They're going to prompt up here. If you don't have snipers up here, it's always best to take your position and just hold this for a little while because you get really good overview over the entire cap circle. And then you can kind of see going down into about here. And you're capable of getting cross shots inwards and just preventing any pushes on the cap by simply pulling out every once in a while. If you got enough concealment, not a big problem there. This corner fight's a big deal too, because if they do take control of this corner and they come up, then these people are forced to get pulled back even farther. So this is kind of a critical spot to try and hold. So having someone push up is always a good idea. Secondary, position here, position up in the top of the peak, taking control of the peaks. Once you have control of this, you don't have full control of this side yet. You need to hammer the side from here. Sometimes having another tank that's hauled down, pull up in this top section. Get cross shots to force these guys further down. That's nice. But the bottom section is what I want to go over for this replay, because this is what we were doing and what we were playing on. So that's what we're going to be going after as I click all the weird buttons. Alright, starting off, just the entrance to this. Do a little bit of a pull in, just taking down any of the tanks that are really up here. Now, in a situation like this, and you're trying to gain control. Oh my gosh, I'm having problems with the camera. And you're trying to gain control inside of a scenario like this, how you have tanks down low, you have no idea what's around the corner. One thing that's always good is to always have a gun, usually your middleman, which would be the T-54E2. So for him, that gun should be primarily focused downrange, no matter what, unless you have information being provided by somebody a little bit farther up. But due to the fact that we're in heavy tanks, that information is really hard to get, so we're kind of stuck in this back line, not really taking a guess, but we do have a little bit of an overwhelming force here to handle it, so it's nothing really to worry about. See how it progresses a tad bit. As I'm seriously clicking all the wrong buttons again. Alright. Right there, you can see my little bit of approach. My barrel was focused going downward. And the reason why is because everyone below me has no point of view until I hit this slight edge. Now the Type 59 knows I'm there. Now the TD knows that I'm here. And for that, it just turns into a... I'm prepped in case there's anyone on this corner, anyone coming down. And that's what you kind of want to control as you're pulling in. Alright. Let it play out a tad bit. And now my job in this situation is simple. I'm not going to pull in the Type 59, but he is going to get a shot of me. I want to focus at the farthest target. BK comes up, Tiger 1 down at the bottom. And going in for the finish. But right here, I'm telling Death that what you want to focus on is coming up on the backside. So right here, I'm in a position where I'm covered from the top section. And now we need eyes down there, which is what Death by Cars is going to try and handle inside this situation here. Take it up, putting down suppressive fire, basically. Well, basically just regular shooting. I'm not saying suppressive fire. I'm having a brain fart. Now, what's nice about this, as you're doing Arctic region, if you ever end up in a fight on this side and you're basically on the heavy defensive, not a lot of people like to use this location, especially getting crossfire coming down, because you have artillery that likes to come up and over and then, say hello. Or every once in a while, depending on the arty, it actually can't make it over this cliff edge, depending on how close you are to it. So a lot of people like to hug this inside all the time. But if you're hugging this inside, it's real easy to get pushed further and further back. But if you're situated with somebody right here, what happens is this entire area is now a kill zone, which means this tank has two options whenever you have a tank situated here. He can either choose to pull up to this rock or choose to pull back. And what's nice is that now Death by Cars, since I'm located there, he is capable of playing this entire section the entire time, completely free on anything that he needs to do. Not just that, if he is here, the nice thing about this is if this guy decides to pull down and come around the backside all the way out and around, it's now my job to rotate my gun down. So for me, it's backpack, backpack just a little bit, pull back as far as I need to, do the catch out shots that you can get from right here coming down inward to, where we hit the UDES down low. Then death by cars, your secondary heavy will basically be working this corner. And the moment he gets pushed by another tank coming down, that's whenever you then pull off again, simply relocate your gun one time to force these targets to repeat the same process. Because they're not going to sit in the open the entire time and just get punished. So, if you ever find yourself stuck in a situation like this, that's one way to handle it. Now, on the offensive point of view, we're going to go ahead and let this fast forward a tad bit. We're just handling the Chrysler K out in the open. Nothing really to worry about. So, right here, I'm taking the front row. I'm basically Death by Car's armor. Now, depending on what type of tank that you're inside of, medium or heavy, if you're inside of a medium, you're going to be taking support role, which means you're going to be in the back location. If you guys have a heavy, working this corner ridge and then pulling up in on it, this side is slightly off, so your lower plate is exposed from here, but it's a lot better than pulling out here and not having any idea on the crossfire that can actually come down from the back section. Hugging this inside wall is always best. If you're driving out to here, you're now exposed whenever you pull out to anything that's off in the distance or anything that's kind of out in this general vicinity. Or if you're pulling out to the left, same concept applies. Everything that's out here is going to be able to get shots. But if you're pulling up in the inside, you are physically covered to everything on this portion. Let these tanks handle gaining aggro from this outer portion. These guys are your aggro gainers once they're down there. And then working the corner on the inside here, you're actually way safer than anyone located there, anyone located here. But these are kind of like positions that should be taken, because if they're not taken, then the pressure is real easy to apply, and enemies are capable of coming up and then taking full control of this back section here. And then basically this entire area can be easily fortified. But if you're doing a two-man team, it's always best to take this low section. That way you are defended from anything down there, and artillery is going to hit the mountain. Speaking of which, the Torvagen match I had was not that fun. I think I got hit for like 1,200 by artillery. That was not enjoyable. Now, I wonder if Bouncy's on today. If he's on, and Death by Cars is on, I'll probably invite them both to the party and play a few matches with them as well. Not a whole lot to talk about here. Basically, the way that the whole pull-up is orchestrated, your heavy's always going to be working the inside, and then your support tank is always going to be working the back section. And then the support heavy, if he ever gets punished, it's easy just to back off and hide. But this is kind of like a situated map, and just in the back section, so that's going to be about it for this one. Because then it turns into clean up and mop up, because it's encounter and people lose control of the left side. And once they lose control of the left side, then it's just not fun for them. I'm a little bit surprised that replay's got that many freaking views. That is nuts. Alright. What would be next? We got Arctic region. The Abbey, which I think is a brain fart. Taking a look. T-5042. What am I in? Teenage 105. That match, not really worried about it. Live Oaks. This one was kind of a poor orchestrate. Yeah, it was a poor match. Actually, I want to see what happens in the city on that map, because the city fell apart really fast. Then again, we did not take our heavy armor there. We got stuck fighting a SMV, the Tier 8 Czechoslovakian TD, and an ISU-152. So we were kind of really weird. In a really weird stuck out position. Just engaging a super heavy TD and then not liking it. This was kind of a sniper fest against Tier 10s. It was a decent match, but I really find it to be noteworthy. This one would be alright. Same time, though, it's like this is heavy armor and utilizing the left side flank. This one was kind of abusive. Red Schreier. Trying to think in which one of these matches would be good to go over. I think Red Schreier might be okay. Maybe. I should have gone over these and had them prepped prior. This one is T-42, AMX 65 ton. All right, two-man team right here. And then if you guys have any replays that you want me to go over, just shoot me a message and do whatever it is that you need to do. All right, so real fast, let's go ahead. Let's let things kind of develop here. Equalizer cancer. Okay. So now, things are starting to develop a tad bit. Here we go. That's pretty cool to see explosions in the background. I don't think that's artillery. Oh, that's kind of cool. Alright. Real fast. This position. Not a lot of people realize this, but this is a very, very strong position on this map. It is C2. And what's so nice about C2 is C2 is going to give you coverage over the entire top of the hill, over this entire top section, and even getting some shots possibly farther down if you're able to see them. It also provides additional cover. There's actually two matches on this map that I might be able to show off now that I think about it. I have one where I get aggressive and do a pull in here, so we'll probably look at both of those. But this one, it's starting off with me in the back section. The crossfire is covering... It's another scam message. There are so freaking many of them. It is getting ridiculous right now. The crossfire section, though, from this back location, you're capable of covering out to here, up into F2, and even a little bit farther back. And along with that, you do kind of have a little bit of hill coverage. You are blocked by a couple of the buildings here, but you basically prevent any push that is going to try and come over the top section, or any push that's going to try and reach around, or even reach around back here, just because you have that line of sight and the fire on it. So let's go ahead and let this play out a tad bit. Not just that, in this position, if you can get hull down inside this position to a point where if you're in a hull down heavy, AMX 65 tons an okay hull down heavy, but the hatch on it is heavily played against it. But from here you can see you got shots there, shots back here, all from this one position on the inside. And the one thing I don't like is 90% of the time in this position you see lightly armored TDs that will pull in there and then never really be able to do a whole lot in this position. TD should be actually heading a little bit further out right, using high explosives to knock down that tree, this tree, and just trying to get that camouflage to come out. That way you can get some shots from the back section. That's actually a way better play, as I'm getting spammed by artillery inside this match. Fast forward a tad bit. The situation was kind of getting a little bit dire. It's 10 to 13, and on this side of the map, we were running out of a lot of pressure. So I kind of gave it up and was hoping for the SU-100 to be able to get some decent crossfires to kind of help prevent it. But autoloaders and artillery is the reason why I pulled up. I was getting suppressed by artillery heavily inside this match, so it required me to kind of push to see what I can do to the Nomad. Pulling up, hitting the hatch. Now, what's nice about the MX 65 ton, in this situation, I pulled up as far as I could in the hill to make the hatch a little bit thicker. Tiger P, gonna hit the ammo rack underneath. I made a call out to Death by Cars, letting him know that to shoot underneath the turret, but to not try and overpull inside the section. Because Tiger 2 was really the only one that I was kind of afraid of inside this match, just because he can actually go through the hatch if he's loading in a premium. Go ahead, fast forward a tad bit. This one is a 9 to 11, and it does kind of start to go down a tad bit more. Now, this is going to turn into a risk play that I kind of didn't want to do, but at the same time, I kind of felt the need to do it. Right here, I do believe I pull up right here. Yeah, right here's kind of the point. Now, this is extremely uncomfortable to do for me, because I have no idea what is off in the distance out here. No idea whatsoever. But the entire reason why I came on top of the hill is because the Nomad doesn't have the gun depression to play this hill to be able to pull up and come after me. He has to overpull, so all I have to do is sit a little bit farther back, and I actually have shots coming down to the Tiger if I pull up just a little bit, but Nomad has no shot on me inside this position. So right here, I'm a one-shot basically to everything inside this match, 216 hit points. But Tiger P is a big problem, and then we have support on the low section. So now this entire top area is under my control, but I'm a one-shot to anything that can be out here if, you know, they decide to aim down here and handle that. But there is a little bit of a hill coverage. It's not super big up on this top where you're kind of covered, but the amount of hit points I have left, it's not going to be super good if I get hit. And you can see that slight hill coverage in the bushes, so I mean, it doesn't really matter whenever it comes down to it. But as I pull, Nomad's got to come down, and then I don't really need to do a whole lot of pulling. It's basically whoever wants to peek first, but ooh, this is actually a really good example. I've mentioned this before to, you know, newer players that are jumping in trying to play the game. One thing about your tank that you want to learn is your gun depression compared to everyone else's gun depression, and then map layout. So for instance, if this Nomad wants to try and crest this hill, there's no way that he can crest the hill inside this area maintaining max gun depression to be able to hit my hatch. His gun is actually going to be slightly up above because he has to hit this berm that comes up. So my goal is to stay below this berm the entire time to where he has to over pull, which means that he's going to prompt his gun up ever so slightly. That way I have an early shot on him if I need to try and handle that. So like basically this is just a bait play, and it's something you see but no one really ever explains it, to where if I come up any farther, he's got line of sight. But where I'm at right now, this little berm is preventing his gun from catching my hatch. If we follow this line coming up, going all the way out, I have a little bit of room to play with. Like I could probably come to about right there and be completely fine. But this kind of forces him to need to come over the hill if he ever wants to get a shot on me. And I don't believe in this replay that he does pull. But I do come up, and whenever I do, as you can tell right there, that's actually perfect. That actually went exactly that was planned out. So we're going to hit play. We're going to slow it down, doing a little bit of a bait pull here. And now, here it comes. What's so nice about this, he's got the berm in the way the entire time. And now it's a fight between me and him to who's going to get the first shot off. But here I am. I'm at my extreme angle. Now you can already see his gun is already starting to go above my hatch because he has to pull this berm. I have full control inside this situation. He has 0. And we're both one-shots. But that's an easy way to control hill engagements, by putting yourself into a spot where they're going to lose their gun depression as they overpull, and they can't get their gun on you unless they overpull. And this is a real good strategy to play. And all I have to do is pull up slightly. You'll see his hatch. You can see that he comes to a stop. He's hitting reverse. But it's already too late because he already knows he lost. 6-7. You know, that micro engagements like that, though, it's always good to talk about them and bring it up. And I am lucky that I did not die by, I believe, the T-41E1. But death by cars went down right here. I'm going to go ahead fast forward. Now it's 4-5. I am a one-shot this entire time. Went up and out. And I do believe this match was 5,000 damage. And what's really nice is I actually can't remember how many premium shells I loaded at the start of this match, but I think I don't think I fired any inside this match, because the MX65 ton is nice to the point where you have access to all of this 245 standard pins, so I don't really feel the need to fire off premium. Keep in mind, these guys are not spotted right now. It's just a replay system showing it off. But right here, what's nice about this is here. We're going to take this. Our light tank is heading up into the back section, working the back route. Then he's going to try and come over. He's going to use all this concealment to his advantage. And what's nice here is situate yourself in this corner. On this corner, you're going to have full control over anything within this general area, except for behind this hill line. Hill line and kind of comes over and ends around here, and you can get shots kind of further down, but it's limited outward. So we're going to go ahead and head over to... We're already on me. I'm just being a muppet. Over to me. You have a little bit more control inside the situation. If you need to back off, you can back off without much of a problem. But this is always a good spot to hit, and then have your light tank work in that back section coming up and around. So your gun is ready the entire time, just in case anything gets spotted. And you can always be what makes or breaks based upon damage that's going to be getting thrown out. But This last little bit, this was a win. I do believe... No, the artillery didn't get hit. Earlier in the match, the artillery got hit. Okay, and I lost my line of sight on that artillery, so I had to pull up even farther. Drum bar. There we go, there's one shell. I do believe he did get unspotted there for a split second, and now for the Panzer IV. Panzer IV, it was just easy cleanup. So I do believe the light tank went in, got killed, and then artillery took it down for the last little bit of this match. Top gun, and then it was 5,600 damage. 5,300 damage. Okay. Rounding that off. A little bit of a big brain there. But no, the backside plays on that map can be really fun. Ooh, is this it? Bouncy in the IS-2 too. I'm in the IS-2 too. Death by card. Okay, this is a later in the night match. This is a really good one to go over. Pilsen, I see, each time I'm on Pilsen, I always see people playing the map slightly wrong. Whenever they're defending a side or they're holding a flank, I see a lot of people on this map, because a lot of people, they always want to go after the damage. They always want to hit damage and then have full control and do as much as they possibly can. At the start of the map, what I did was this. I came in, we were driving originally to go after... Oh my gosh, I'm having problems now. We were originally talking about taking up on the inside, taking the backside of the depot, and then working this top ridge. But I made a call out telling these guys to pull through and just cut back out. We need to hold this right side based upon the way that the map is looking and the way everything is progressing right now. Because I said we got the one medium on the inside, and then based upon the view range and everything else that's going to be getting applied pretty soon, lock back on the My Tank. We can see that there's a heavy coming down, medium off to the left. We have the Hydra, and I said there's no real point to work it. We'll handle it whenever we need to handle it. Gonna go ahead and break off, fast forward a tad bit. Just throwing shells. I do believe I got 4 blind shots this match, and they were into the, so I already got 1 blind shot in him. There was like 2 more that I got this match that were just pure blind shots. Okay, now I want to talk about a position that is rarely ever used and should be used a lot more consistently. Pulling up on the inside, you know, you're guarded right here to where you can aim down the left through into the opposite side of the warehouse to catch out if you need to try and catch out. But what's so nice about this position is the fact that you're capable of backing up, which I do believe I show off here in a moment. I don't exactly know when, but we were pulling up to get cross shots. These guys are going to handle the right side for a split moment. Then there's this. So the hatch that I have is on my right side. My goal right here is to use this pillar to cover my weak spot, my one and only weak spot, to where I am now capable of getting constant fire down to the edge here off in the distance to hit this corner if I need to, while using the pillar to block my weak spot, allowing me to stay hull down and not needing to back off constantly. But a lot of the time, people absolutely love to play here and then pull up the entire time to where you always get spotted here first. You always get detected. Because down here you got trees that can get knocked over, pull it down, and then you can have your spotters here that can kind of come out and catch you. Depending if you're in a medium that's got good enough concealment or not. But if heavy tanks start to pull out here, and there's sniper suppression, you kind of lose ground and access inside this location a lot of the time, and then you get forced back, and if enemies are coming around the backside, now you're in a little bit of a pincer. But in a 3-man platoon, we weren't situated just yet. They're on the right side, kind of covering that right. But if you are situated here with one guy, you situate another one here, that's kind of watching the rear end, and then you have another heavy with less of a hatch, or like a medium with less of a hatch. He's got this position where he can kind of keep eyes on the backside corners, but he's not really pulling. He's basically in like this support role that he will then choose if he needs to relocate further right, or if he needs to fall back and assist your backline defense, or he can easily help suppress targets that are coming up on the back section, which you're a side target, so you are still defended by this building from this point of view back here. So your backline heavy he can make a call out if you need to pull around. And if you ever need to do a pull around, it's very easy because your secondary heavy, which is your main assault for defense, is then able to come around and then hit this back section where they're trying to hold. And then this guy will then shuffle into where you were prior to do the same suppression. That way you still have full control over this area, and this guy always remains aiming downward. But now you have more map control just based upon everything that goes on inside this section. So support. All right, so the way it goes is support, assault, defense. I mean, in all honesty, this is defense, this is defense, this is your support. And it kind of goes in all directions. But a 3-man play on this map is really fun just because this guy has 2-3 options that he can do. And if you ever need to pull off your back section, he's capable of coming in, taking that over. Or if he needs to come over and support rear, then you have 2 guns on rear and having fun with that. There's also a couple of shots in this match I want to see because I was really confused on what happened. Just because I felt like I should be at a good angle, but I got pinned 3 times by the Hydra. Oh, what the heck just happened? I went over the roof, that's what happened. Artillery flying in, doing a little bit of a support role here. And death by cars, I can't remember what I was telling him inside this match, but I was telling him that, you know, once you lose this partial center, according to the map, you can see that up here, these guys are having full control. Death by Cars is still working this inside section while I am still right here working. Really weird to see that on the map. Never mind, kind of broken. But he pulled back in here and he took a lot of punishment from the T-34 and a TD that was doing a little bit of a cross. This position is kind of like early game. After you use it a couple of times, it is no longer viable to pull into just because of this crossfire section. That makes it a complete hassle, and that's why this position would be a lot more superior to hold because you're still hauled down to the section there. And if you need to avoid shots coming in farther, you just back up. Once you get to about here, you are covered from the line of sight coming down. So, and then he's down to, what is it? 362, okay. Hydra down low. Oh, I'm right here working this bottom section. So that was actually Bouncy that was working the top. Okay. Real fast, I want to take a look at where I was getting pinned. Top plate. APCR probably. Okay, the gun. So you got the turret ring. It's 180 millimeters. It makes sense. That's kind of what I was thinking, because I looked at the IS-22 model, and that's what I noticed. Inside this match, I was firing off nothing but premium, but I will tell you right now, I immediately removed my premium off this tank once I lost 85,000. Because I had premium, and then I didn't have premium. And I lost a lot. Loading up the double shot, doing a bit of a finish there. But Pilsen defense, people that try to play that right side, I never see it played right. Ever. And I lost a lot of money that match. I was not very happy about it. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm never happy about it. It's a lot of freaking silver. 85,000 was insane. Great Wall. No. Serene Coast. Let me think. This is a Sheridan. Oh, it's Creevets. What did we do on this one? I think we got steamrolled. No, we got counter base capped. Southern Grusky. This one was not really a good one. Whole team kind of got confused in what they were doing. Mountain Pass. Gotta remember. Reaper's Scythe. Alright, this is bottom line defense, showing off main objective, and then basically turning into the hill defense. We lost because our heavies kind of got overconfident. And they were all one-shots, but I did 3,600 this match instead of a tier 8 against 10s. Abby. I think this is both the double. Nope, this is the teenage. Kasserine. Reaper Scythe. That's not me. There's quite a few. Siegfried. Canis, here we go. This one. Alright, left side city. City entrance from southern spawn. There are a couple of things on this map that can be really nice. How long am I AFK? I'm always AFK anymore at the start of matches. Alright, a little bit of progression here. Start to move. So immediately, if we go over to me real fast and we lock on, look at the map, I already noticed right off the bat that we only have a couple of guys heading on this back line. And I made a call out stating that, hey, we need to avoid playing in the mid section and we need to rotate to defend the city coming in and lock it down a little bit. So let's go ahead and do a little bit of an out view here. Go ahead and do a little bit of a pause. So this map, there's a position, as I'm freaking struggling to use anything on my controller right now. Go ahead and zoom out a tad bit here. You have got the main hill that a lot of people like to fight on. Usually this is like the main come-to position that people are going to want to sit. Along with like the backside, you usually get people pushed back to here and then they have a lot of problems and then they're not willing to do a cross because they're going to get fired at the entire time. But 3-man platooning on this map and your team is still alive. Our goal, and there's Bouncy sending me a party invite right away, is to hammer out this hill. This top hill is a position you never see anyone using. But inside this position, you can get shots going through these buildings outward. You can get shots through here, covering the backside of this building, preventing them from being able to lock this down. This building is a little bit harder to knock out, but not really a big issue. You kind of have full control over this entire section. And if you come out a little bit further right, you can kind of over-peek a tad bit and get shots coming down ever so slightly, but then you are exposed to everything on the right side. So, I'm going to go ahead, let this one play out a tad bit. And right away, HMH 51, he's already going to get overwhelmed. We have Stockade. Tier 7 TD, the CC56 is Tier 7. And then TS5 coming in, along with a T32 that I do not see. It's here. Oh, there it is, T32. It's kind of weird how it's like they're spotted, but they're not spotted. There was one more tank over here, I do believe. But it's going to turn into a 3-man defense. And with the positionings that we're going to be taking, this section's fine. The midsection's fine. Having one guy situated back here is a good idea as well, but I wasn't really worried about it because we have this ridge, and a lot of people that are approaching from this right side, they're always hesitant because of this ridge that they can get hit from. So a lot of people, they don't like to pull just because they don't want to get hit, just in case. Top section play, he's capable of playing around the backside and hitting downward if he needs to. Get shots coming in while still staying defended. On top of that, he is completely safe on the backside of this hill. And the only real pressure that he has to worry about is anyone coming in from his right, and that's about it. But anyone that's coming in from his right side, I am capable of getting early shots on, and so is the secondary teammate, able to get some early cross shots coming in as well, and maybe even doing a catch-out shot a little bit early. So the lines of sight is really easy to handle. I do believe I'm able to get sight on him too, just a little bit further back compared to most from where I'm located as well. So there's a lot of early information that we're going to have of everything coming on the inside, and then we can coordinate and fire out where we need to fire out accordingly. Unfortunately, though, the Torvagen, I love this tank. I do. I think this is an amazing tank. But you're going to see real fast that Torvagen may be enjoyable. But 949 ammo rack turret damage from artillery hitting the front side of it. Yeah, the top armor of this thing is not exactly the greatest. But now, even though I am down to 333 health, I'm just going to back off a little bit and let this play out. And then you're going to see how this is situated and how everything just starts to get hammered. Immediately, easy cross shots coming to T32. Cross shots going inside of the stockade, trying to pull on the right side. 2 shells hitting. TD pulling up, getting hammered. Stockade goes down on the right. We still have full control on the backside of the hill for anything that is trying to come up. Then it turns into cleanup. And what's really nice about cleanup is if you're the sniper ridge, you're not a part of the cleanup crew at all. If you're on the top section, you stay on the top section. The reason why? You have full control over everything beyond this point. Your mid player is the one that's going to be making the pull to pull into the building side here to handle anything off in the distance. And if you're the support player here, you are still providing pure support in case they decide to get flanked. And hello from Ohio, the US. Dude, Ohio. What's up, Derry? How you doing? Then your secondary down here in the low section, it's kind of like if the pressure is there, he can pull in to assist with the up front, but your support tank is always going to be remaining inside this position the entire time. He will not pull out. And if he does pull out, his pullout's going to be simple. He will pull out to relocate into the secondary support position to help kind of get some crossfire coming down into the midsection to prevent any cross pushing, so you can do your mop-up crew on the entire left side here. That way mop-up can pull in and handle anything down here. Then your secondary support tank is capable of coming in, hitting here for a second, and trying to catch anyone out that is leaving these back alleys. And then you get early eyes to know where they're going and what's going on. So this was a really good play. That was awesome to watch last night. It was a really nice experience. Except for the artillery that hit me for 1,000 damage. That's never enjoyable. And you can see the shell hit right there on that right side angled hull armor for 943. Yeah, no bueno. Bouncy did send me a party invite though. Alrighty. I do believe might be one more. That's the one we just watched. Live Oaks wasn't exactly a fan. Ghost Town. If this is the one I'm thinking of. Maybe. Yeah, it is. This one was, a lot of the plays I was doing with Bouncy and Death was, I was telling them where to go, where to sit, where to aim, basically the entire time, throughout the night. And they were actually enjoying the matchmaking. Looking at the map, primarily, we're top tier. We have got a lot of dominant force in the map since we're top tier. Originally, a lot of people like to, hold this backside or come in the low section. But I was telling them, since we're top tier, let's head somewhere that you're capable of getting a lot of movement out on, which is actually dead center of the map. Because if you get caught out, real fast, if you get caught out while right here, it's really hard to relocate to handle this fight because the enemies are already coming around the corner. They get hauled down inside here, and it's really hard to fight up that hill to handle it. Or if you have to try and make a pull-in, that pull-in means you're exposed to everyone here, everyone there, and you're just in a bad situation. But if you handle this corner right off the bat, it's easy to relocate down in the bottom. It's easy to relocate inward to get shots helping the crossfire here, preventing a push, and even sometimes pulling up there to just help kind of suppress the back section as well. There's a couple of them from this location. And only if you're top tier. If you're bottom tier, this is a really, really hard position to hold. Leave it for your top tier tank. So if you're top tier, this is where you go. If you're mid tier, this is where you go. If you're bottom tier, take the more support position back here, or even a support position from the back section. Or you're playing hull down slightly out here with your bottom tier, just to try and get some view range down the back section. But then again, Ghost Town, I would like to see this map kind of extended out like a little bit more. Just saying, Wargaming, come on. This map can be so much better. That's a horrible straight line. Oh, don't ask me to do that one. And then kind of give us like a boat. Give us some extra hills in the back section over here and make this kind of like a flat area. Like maybe a hill right there and maybe some other crap out here. Instead, this map is so congested in the one section, it's such a pain in the butt to play on all the time. Oh, hello, Tiger. Oh, hello, Tiger. There are two of you. Oh my gosh, what am I doing? Clicking all sorts of the wrong buttons. I get smacked by the Cheeto SP, not really worried about it. I'm just gonna go ahead and fast forward. It's got a hatch, and the Japanese TDs. I'm still learning all the weak spots in those tanks. I need to play the lines myself. I make a call out saying, "Hey, we need to handle the right side," and then pull in. And you're gonna notice early game, he's wondering where he wants to go. He's trying to follow me. I tell him take left, handle left side, handle the crossfire coming in, and I'm gonna handle the far right. So now that he's positioned, he's already got shots up at the TD coming in. Got the Earth Shaker in the back section. For me, I actually play this wrong for myself. I overpull and I take the one position that I'm going to be the one getting fired at by everyone inside this back section here. So now I'm on like a defensive play. But Death, it basically drew everyone's attention to me, which allowed him to clean up both the tanks back here by himself. Just because they weren't paying attention at all. And me this match, well, yeah, let's not talk about it. I'm waiting to see the artillery coming because I was getting shot at like crazy from right here. Fast forward, artillery's going to come flying in at me, I believe. Yep, there it is. Miss. Pulling off. My match this morning, the whole reason why I didn't play this morning is because I got hit for 1,000 damage by artillery in my CS-52 list. Yeah, getting hit by AP shells from artillery is not the funnest thing. They really do need the lower artillery damage with AP shells. I think it is ridiculous right now to see just how redonkulous they are coming around. They have been. Alright, well, enough of that. Replays. I went over a couple of them. If you guys want to go back and review that, you can yourself. But I'm actually going to be jumping in with Party with Bouncy and playing some matches now. Because I don't want to go super crazy on it the entire time. So I'm going to mute myself for a moment. How are you doing, Vinny? And Slap disappeared, so I have no idea where he went. Alright, so Bouncy, you said tier 8, make some silver. See if the party chat's broken. Hello? Yeah, he's... Dude, it's not a joke. He loves to disappear. He loves to play that game. It is getting... Oh my gosh. Dude, the scams are getting bad on Xbox, man. Like, today alone, there's 4 of them today. This is getting ridiculous. And then I want to remove my account from Discovery, because that's the whole reason why it's happening. Like, you should not be opt into that whole Discovery crap right off the bat. It should be optional. And it should be default turned off. Because I don't want people randomly looking me up. Because the way I look at it is like, why would I play with somebody I've never met before? Yeah, bit cringe. I think my Xbox Live Party's broke. Yeah, it's a bit... It's broken is what it is. I just think that Xbox needs to just completely remove that entire concept because it is bad. So bad. They added it in for whatever reason, trying to make the platform more social, but in all reality, we are not social. All right, we are shut-in gamers. All right, we only play with people that we meet randomly in game chat, and then we make friends in game chat. I'm not looking to join some. If I want to meet random people, I will join a social Discord, and I will jump in there for like 5 minutes and realize it is not where I want to be. 8 or 9, yeah, dude, it's ridiculous, Rock. It is beyond ridiculous because dude, I don't even know how to say it, man. It's just there's so many, and the worst part is like each time I log on, I get a new one, and then within like 2 minutes, I get another one. It's like they're pumping out these accounts every single like 5 minutes. I got a bot just making bot emails and just making accounts every single like 5 minutes.
There we go. Now audio's working.
Yeah, I had to reset the Xbox app. Bouncy, do you get a crap load of like scam bait email, well, scam bait messages in Xbox now? It is so ridiculous.
Yeah. At one point, I got like 5 within an hour. Oh,
I got 3 already. I got 4 today alone.
I haven't gotten any in like a week. It's a bit surprising.
Probably because you're not replying to them. Like I actually report them all, so it's like the accounts immediately get taken down.
Yeah, I report them as well.
And then boom, it's like they make a new one.
Yep.
Is Death on, or is Death not on right now?
I don't know. I tried to invite him to a party, but he didn't join, so he's probably offline or doing something with friends.
All right, no problem. I got a guy messaging me as well, so I've been chatting with him for a moment. I think Deathstroke is actually off today. He's off doing something for his sister.
Alright.
She just had her graduation party a little bit ago. So
Nice.
That's how that one could be. Vinny? Nah, I got a couple of guys that might be jumping on with me. I always got guys that jump on the play. I don't know, Bouncy. It gets a little ridiculous how many messages I get a day, though, from those freaking scam baiters anymore. Like, it drives me nuts, dude.
Yeah.
Beyond nuts.
Turn off notifications, just clear all like every hour.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't go over. There was one more replay I forgot to go over.
Oh, did you do that real quick?
Remember when you were in your Roswell and you took the hull down position on Corellia? Was it Corellia?
I thought it was...
I can't remember the name of the map. No, and then I did an overpull and I got way aggressive and pulled in way far.
Oh, fudge. Oh, I'm trying to remember.
It was Murovka.
Muravonka?
Yeah. And I was in my T-54E2 and Death was in his and you had the backside.
Yeah.
That was the other replay I forgot to go over.
Oh, that one. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I overextended though in that one and... Oh no, I'm not worried about it.
Oh, okay.
Because basically the whole play of it was just the play that actually worked compared to the play that didn't work.
Yeah.
But if you do the setup correctly, it's like a 60% win rate on that map if you do it right, and your left side doesn't fall. Actually, no, that would be a good one to show off. Because because the AMX 65, it was the AMX 65 ton match that we fell back. There was a match we had later. We did a fallback play against tier 10 and tier 8. I can't remember. It was on the same map though. I'm so lost. I'm having a brain fart.
You might have been with Death because I don't.
I was with Death. I don't know if you were in it or not.
Yeah, because I'm like I don't. I think you used your AMX with me once, but
I only played it once.
We did fallback things. I don't remember what was going on.
All right, what do you want to do?
Still need silver.
You
So
just want to make
probably
silver?
8. Yeah. I have 400,000. I need silver.
Valid. Okay.
I like to have at least a 1.5 million buffer before I go play tanks I know I'm going to lose silver in.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and probably I'll make silver with you. Um,
Alright.
I'll make what silver I can. I'm gonna go mobility.
Alright. I think we can go big gun, maybe IC 130 PM, or maybe do Roswell. I'm not sure.
Because
IC
I've
130 PM would
also
make
got
quite a bit
my
of silver.
my Panzer 38 Mutts match I could go over, but I'm not worried about that one.
Look at my tier rates. What's a good silver boy for slightly close, more close quarter fighting?
Scourge. Hold on. Chaos S6234. You sent me a gift. I did not get a notification of what gift you sent me.
Worried about that. Funny.
Chaos, dude. I have no idea what you sent me. This is an hour into stream and I have no idea.
Nice, girls. Keep using the Roswell.
There's a chance Chaos sent me a tank, but it doesn't say. I have no idea.
You think if we went back in the stream we could find it?
I don't think it. I never saw it pop up. I was in the replay system. And I logged on 57 minutes ago.
That is problematic.
Which means that his gift that he sent me, and it doesn't tell me what he sent me. Unless he sent me the camouflage. Is that camouflage? Camouflage you gotta pay for, or was that like a giveaway? US camo set. There's a chance he sent me this. Because I don't know if you can get vouchers for it by playing.
I don't know either. It says you own 2.
Yeah.
I bought the camo set.
Just in case, I'm going to double check one thing.
Scorpion.
Tier 10 British TD. Not TD, American Heavy. British brain fart. Okay, there we go. Yeah, the camos is the only thing. Because if he sent me silver... Not silver, if he sent me... I'm still at the same silver I was from yesterday. So Chaos, I have no idea what you sent me. I didn't even realize that gift was there. Which means he sent me it yesterday. Or today. I have no idea. Alright, enough of that. PZ38. I'm having a brain fart.
Motion pulse out again because it's maneuverable.
Roswell. Well, I mean, you gotta play it a lot yesterday, and you gotta find out how ridiculous it is.
Yeah. I always had fun with it in the past. I just got playing other tanks, so it fell to the back burner.
Yep.
Yeah. Alrighty. Tier 10s. Tier 10. E100, Mouse, Type 5, T58, Ruthless M4885, E50M. Type 5 could potentially be a problem if I miss his cupola. Mouse E100, hope I can lower plate him.
Alrighty. My dad burnt the bratwurst. It's kind of hilarious.
Bratwurst.
The bratwurst. You know, a lot of people that are, going to be watching the streams and watching everything else, you're going to have a lot of people that are going to be like, going over replays and positioning. I'm good. But then you're gonna have the people that are gonna watch it and be like, I actually want to learn that. Those are the ones I'm targeting right now.
I just suck at learning stuff from watching replays. I'm better if you like pull me into a custom game and are like, all right, this is the spot, go here.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's why I got the drawing toolkit now for my OBS, which seriously took me 4 years to get my hands on.
And now everything's better because of it.
Well, it's visual representation instead of like just pure replay. Plus, you can go over matches a little bit faster.
And I haven't played this bottom part before, so you have to show me where to go.
Yeah. I'm actually kind of over pulling a little bit myself right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop on this hill back here.
Just like the Murat.
Ooh.
What do we got?
There we go, hit that guy.
100, Andre. ISU 130. ISU 130s, dude. I'm a little bit irritated by how many of them are in the matchmaker right now. They are not. They're a good TD, but they're not a main TD. Like at all.
Ooh,
you know what?
Shot me.
I think I might try to do a little bit of a mid play if I can pull back in time.
Who's firing from over there? Blind shot this sucker, right boy. Hit the dirt.
Gotta put up with the patent view range.
Oh, I got spotted. Ow.
No one ever plays a swamp. I want to see why. Since Live Oaks came back, I gotta learn this map all over again.
Do you want me to try to join you in the middle or
no?
Okay. I'll just keep doing shenanigans.
I guess that's one of the biggest reasons why. There's like nowhere to hide. And even though I'm right here, I am still exposed to so much. Yep. Yeah, dude, the swamp. There needs to be more foliage down here. There needs, like, seriously, have you guys ever seen a swamp that looks this barren? I'm just gonna ask that now. I don't think I've ever seen a swamp in real life that looks that barren. There's like nothing here. I can definitely feel the freaking soft terrain underneath me and surrounded in water. I can't turn at all. Yeah, dude, there needs to be way more foliage in here, way more tree. This is so barren. Robert, I am doing alright. I went over a few replays for the first hour of the stream. Pretty sure I put some people to sleep and made some others bored, so they disappeared. 8 to 15. Not exactly a whole lot that I can do by myself, though. Inside the city, I don't even know what the heavies are in the city.
Moved here.
And what happened to our heavy tanks over there?
I think they got sniped. Yeah, or it looks like our UN Hunter was trying to back up, and he got shot through the top engine deck and killed.
Yep, just like how I got hit by the T-58.
Yeah.
Now, dude, Live Oaks, the northern spawn is far superior whenever it comes down to handling that back section. So much. This map is like a one... Yeah, this map's like a one-sided design, is what this map is. Because if you're fighting for city, I hate coming in from the southern. If you're fighting on the bottom part of the southern map, I hate spawning on the southern. I'd rather spawn in the northern spawn because you actually get a lot more control. Then again, I did pull out a PZ-38, so my fault. I wasn't able to really influence anything because there's not a whole lot you can do in that map inside that tank. Go IS-5, and then I'm going to complain about this tank a little bit more. And ask Wargaming why it doesn't have 7 degrees of gun depression.
Because it wanted 7 degrees of gun depression.
if this tank had 7 degrees of gun depression instead of
I'm
5,
gonna be cancerous.
people would want to play this over the Defender any day of the week. But between both the tanks, there's nothing different except for one fires heat with less armor.
I'm gonna go be
What's up,
cancerous.
what up?
What?
Yeah, I gotta lock down the party. I swear I locked it down.
Yeah, I thought you did as well.
I did too.
Apparently not.
Should be now.
Matilda?
I got a stream going.
Bye.
Enjoy.
I almost paid
Tier
attention.
9.
Tier 9. Not a lot.
That also reminds me. The least played tier in the game. I'm gonna say this in stream. Tier 8s. How often do you guys end up in a full lobby? Like a full lobby of tier 8s. And then tier 10. How often do you guys end up in a full lobby of tier 10? Now, when was the last time you had a full lobby of tier 9? Ever. I actually don't remember the last time I had full tier 9 lobby.
Here, let me run after you.
In this week alone, I've had a full tier 6, and I've had a full tier 6, full tier 7, full tier 8, full tier 10. But it's rare, extremely rare, to see a full tier 9. No one plays their 9s, and I don't know why.
I just think it's because they're sick and tired of getting bullied by the 10s while they grind, so they finally get their hands on the 10s. Like, why should I continue playing the 9?
Well, that's the thing about it. Like,
better.
majority of the tier 9s can compete against tier 10.
Yeah.
And then whenever you're top tier, oh, you're top tier. Like a tier 9 to tier, like a tier 9 to tier 8, the difference is amazing. Like, you actually feel like a powerhouse. But tier 10 against tier 9, there's nothing really difference. But there's a massive difference between 8 and 9.
Sorry.
That's my fault. I was hitting the gas. That was a high roll, 450.
Pershing, hello. I don't know if you did it already this stream or if you wanted to do this stream. You said at one point you wanted to address people pushing out to look through grass that they could have shot through.
Yeah. I'll do that in a video.
Alright. I was just want to HE that guy. Ow.
Oh, also for the tanks that are coming in the game right now for the 4th of July event for what is it, the next 19 days, go after the French heavy. That's the one you want.
Hello. Speaking of the French heavy,
Yeah, add this in the text out real fast. I had someone calling.
yeah, they got one of the French heavy boys down here at the bottom.
Nice. I want to play tier 7 as well.
Alright.
What would be... You never liked the map, Williams? Don't get me wrong. Like, Melanovka, they really do need to... They need to bring back the summer variant of this map because I'm getting sick of fighting in this frozen lake. Because I almost feel like I'm required to go to the frozen lake. Alright, this is a bad play.
Was there for people to drive on purpose. It's like the only way.
Yeah, but
I don't know.
it ruins the flow of the map, and it's ruined it for the past 4 years that this map has been in rotation. They removed the summer variant of this map, and the summer variant is so much better. But they redid this one once, and they were all like, "It's good. It's exactly what we want. We're not going to change anything about it."
Should we fall back to the base? Maybe me.
I need to hit reverse the entire time.
Ow.
I'm going to get caught out real soon. It's 420 alpha.
I'm gonna. I'm gonna try to get around to your left so I can use my view range to help you out.
Yeah, Leopard PTA. See, we won the southern part of the map. Right now, we got control over it, but now we lost our base. Like, this is why I don't like the way that the map flows in this one. And I wish I loaded like 5 more standard rounds.
Go over to the left border.
By the way, ending up on defense in this map, you're better off going on top of the hill, but you don't have the armor to handle it. In like K1.
I want a chance to rocket someone. Just need them to get closer.
Eyes right there. Also another one on top. Where's the same?
Hi, Leopard. How are you? Somebody hit the border. That's not good for them. Ah, I dodged it. That's a fast base cap timer with 3 people.
Yeah. That made me jump. Yeah, and they're gonna base cap.
Yep. I almost got the leopard.
Yeah, which is hilarious.
Not very happy. Yeah. This thing earned me a lot of silver. Does that have a greater than 150 silver bonus?
50?
Silver bonus.
Might be, it
That's
should be
still
50.
150. Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is the standard rounds on it are really cheap.
True.
Because it's the
The
Pershing.
rockets are also
Pershing's
pretty
got
cheap as well.
really cheap ammunition.
Yeah, so do the rockets.
And plus,
Probably also
if you're
helps
not
have
firing
1.25
premium
times silver
nonstop.
booster.
Having a brain fart today. You know, I want to see the Irachi get buffed. I want to see the IS-5 get buffed. I want to see... There's a couple of tanks I want to see get buffed. Like, I don't mind if they leave the Shatante where it's at, but the Irachi 15 needs a buff, and the IS-5 needs its gun depression. Or I will just be ecstatic if they ever bring in a Super Jumbo at tier 8, and then I would shut up about everything.
Duckla Pass. Alrighty. Slightly funky spawns, tier 9. Where do you want to go?
Ah, they got dinner ready. I'm a little bit jealous.
Where do you want to go?
Great question. Encounter, tier 9. I'm going to cut right, and I'm going to see how far I can push it.
Alright.
And then maybe do a little bit of a lock and hold.
If you explain to me what it is, possibly.
I'm looking for it. I'm going to pull into G9. I want you to go to H0. That way we can get a partial crossfire up. And if there's enemies that are pushing you, don't push out on them. Wait until they start to push me before you make the time to pull out.
Okay, so just hide behind the rock till they rush you.
Yep.
Okay.
That's only if that they beat us there. Because we are gonna, like, the fight might happen a little bit farther down.
Alright. I should try to book it there. Speed. Lorium's making his way over.
Alright, based upon his pull-in, we might not do that. You can go ahead and...
Push through?
Yeah, push through. Push up behind the lore, I'm gonna take the top.
Alright.
Oh, it's decoy. Nice.
Yeah. I can't tell that heavy is up there. Just M103.
PP20! Hello.
Got a person up there.
Strav K, you can handle this. I'm gonna pull up with you guys down in the low. Actually, no. I need to stay up here. Looking at the map right now? Yeah, I gotta stay up here.
Yeah. Just repeatedly fail independence M103. Distance bottom plate. Maybe
The MOE changes, I have
no.
no idea. And from Twitch, I have no idea who you are. From Twitch. There's a lot of people coming back though. Because I stopped streaming on, like, I'll stream on Twitch every once in a while, but don't want to make it my main.
That was dirty. I just to the corner without showing my turret and launched a rocket into the M103, killing him.
Artie's gonna go down.
Base is in trouble.
Yep, I'm gonna be in trouble too here in a moment.
You want me to fall back to you?
No point.
Yep.
You're better off kind of helping out that right side and taking a little bit slow.
Right.
Something tells me, yep. Shots are going to be coming in from right, so we need to get on that building.
Alright. Equalizer will be dead very soon, leaving them with no artillery cover. Ah, dang, I wanted to keep rocketing.
Oof. Yeah, I need help. Unless I can back up. If I can back up right here, then I'll be not okay, because no one's able to spot that top section.
Oh, I'm a bit slow trying to get over there. I'm trying to go over to D4 to snipe the back of those heavies.
Yeah, I should have drove out forward, reverse side script this direction, rotated my gun, took a shell, and then rotated over. Playing the TS5 though, like I'm putting myself at a disadvantage. Oh yeah.
D69? Nope. Oh, we're into this little uphill. Ooh, I got that on the move.
Simmers or something. Yeah. Simmers. Simmers was, wasn't Simmers like your old tag or something? Oh, no, dude. There's been a lot of people over the years. Yeah, alright.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, none of it's good. That's right. Okay. Dude, in all honesty, man, Twitch is gonna get a lot better right now, but it's kind of one-sided. For instance, do you watch any CCs of this game? Do you watch any like content from CCs, and do you reliably watch content from CCs? All right. They just announced Twitch drops about a month ago, and they've been doing Twitch drops from what I can tell. And nah, no CCs. Yeah, see, and that's the thing about it. Twitch drops right now are only available to CAs, community ambassadors, and community contributors. So over on Twitch, yeah, they're going to get more views now because people want that 3 days of premium. They want that, for whatever reason, premium medkits for an hour of watching somebody. Like, you give me 5 premium medkits, those are gone in 5 matches because I get charged for them no matter what. So kind of don't see the point of that. But it's a good thing that they're doing the Twitch drops. It's just that forcing people to watch certain creators, it's not a good thing. You know, you want those Twitch drops to be available to everyone, and they basically, you need to apply for them, and then you need to kind of follow some like set guidelines for having Twitch drops on your channel. And that should be that. Like, it should not be walled off from creators. Because it's walled off right now. Alright. Dude, Torvagen, I really want this tank to be good, but artillery is so obnoxious. Look at the top armor. 25, 30, 30 on top of the actual roof of the middle hull, and then 40mm side armor. And then artillery, remember your side armor, I mean, it's a small impact point.
I'm back.
They'll hit it, they'll pin it. If they hit it, they pin it. It's obnoxious. Not just that, your front plate's 70mm, and at the angle it's at, they are always guaranteed to pin. It is so annoying. Dude, it is crazy how cheap these rounds are. 930 for 460 alpha.
Dirt cheap. My favorite.
I might play in Calamity. I might not play in Calamity. More than likely, I'll be streaming it. Like every single 2 weeks, I'll do a stream on Calamity, but that'll be about it. And whenever I stream it, the stream will be on Twitch.
Should we go back to Roswell?
I'm finally going to be able to actually use... Oh, that thing's tiny. My setups for matches. Yeah, I got to fix everything, though. Because I rescaled everything from 1080 to 1440. So I got to fix everything on my OBS. Hold on. Forgot. Double? No, single. The fact that they gave this thing a single shot is beyond disgusting. Don't get me wrong, like the double shot, you can punish the crap out of people, but the single shot, you just have controlled DPM.
As your ghost. I swear, man, I'm always this side. I'm pretty sure I've been the other side like 5 total times. I'm almost never the other side. It's top 2, that's nice.
That reminds me, Simmons, I was going to say, be like 2 a.m. while being in the UK. Oh, that does suck. I get that. There's a chance I actually might be teaching a couple of new players in competitive.
Ooh.
And we're going to be using my Discord strategy, which is basically like the start of the stream. If you watch the first hour of this stream, I'm going over some replays, and you'll see my new... I got a couple new tools to help me out with explaining positionings and then map control a little bit better. Like a YouTube series? Kind of. It'll be kind of... I'll record them and post them on YouTube as I teach these players about map positioning and everything else, because I'll play with them in public queues, and then we'll do like test runs in public matches, and then basically everything will be scenarialized. And we end up on a map, we want to make sure that we go to a position, we hold that position, and then we'll do like a couple of replays like that throughout the night. And then going over it, I'll go over it for videos. And maybe even live streams, so like all the information I provide will be public. Alright, so we got a Borask, got a light tank, as you can see, right here.
Off to the side.
I'm gonna pull in.
He's fired 2 shots.
Alright, I'm gonna pull it. I'm just gonna full send it.
I'm a bit slower than you. Ugh.
That is fine. We gotta take control of this side, though.
IS-3, go away. Don't come in another day. My cruise control's on, whoops.
Yeah. We got here way too late.
232.
Go ahead and back off and watch that
back.
left.
I'm dead anyway.
Or not. Aim good. There you go.
Ow. I died.
Yep. This was a really bad pull. I'm not going to take down their heavy armor.
I think we got away with it yesterday because they were all in like super heavies.
Yeah, everything was slow yesterday for them.
Yeah.
You know, and the thing is though, John and Simmons, it depends on how people are gonna want to take the content for like what I'm doing, because I mentioned that one of the biggest problems that we have in the game is the fact that we have newer players in the higher tier. Okay, and the more new players that are introduced into, you know, being able to purchase a tier 10. All right, for instance, what is the greatest thing that was ever added to the game? Real simple. Contracts. Okay? I look at these and I think to myself, this is amazing. All right? Because you have contracts that are now going to force players to actually play and grind. For instance, you want the AMBT, you got to play in tier 8. And that's what you're going to have to use as tier 8. Okay? To be able to actually obtain this tank. I personally think if I buy the Ultimate Season Pass right here, this should change from premium vehicle to premium contract, where you buy the contract, okay, whenever you buy it. And then you move on from there. You have the contract, you're going to be going after it. Ricky, though, John, I've watched a little bit of Ricky's content. Ricky needs to shift his subjects into something else because there's a lot of controversy behind what he's posting. So there's a lot of discourse between creators right now, and just a couple of issues. But it's not super bad. It's just like, I'm going to give him crap if I can give him crap. So that's about it. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not a big, like, that's what, here's what's nice about it. We don't have to agree with one another based upon like video production or anything else. Like me, I'm more technical. I go into things a lot differently than most, and you know, I think about it long term. If the game isn't saving, blaming y'all. No, you gotta blame Wargaming, because they're the ones that aren't gonna take the feedback. Now, here's what's hilarious, alright? Clone Guy put a video out of him getting up on top of a hill on Dragon's Ridge. How fast did that area get removed off the map after his video got put up? Did anyone notice that? He put that video up, and that area of the map, you can no longer get up there after 2 days of the video being out. They patched it out so fast. Okay? Wow. They got on their A game for actually doing something. I was surprised, dude. Because if we have something that's overpowered and broken, okay, for how fast they were able to redesign a map, all right, and fix that section of the map, yet it's been 3 years, all right, 3.5 years actually, and the top armor of the T-32 is still 76 millimeters. I was blown away. I was like, wow, they had some incentive to take care of the map problem, but they don't have the incentive to fix balancing issues. Holy crap. Dude, 6.0 needs to just... 6.0 was the worst update ever. And we still talk about it nowadays.
Can I try my Sheridan finally? I have enough of a silver cushion. I feel comfortable playing a match.
Solid rock. I don't disagree with you at all. A lot of people who play this game, the introduction and the training of the game is not good in the slightest. No, we start doing that, John. Problems are going to start to occur fast.
T92 with 5-second reload.
Oh, speaking of which, anyone notice, like, artillery feels like it's shooting faster, doesn't it? If you got a 13-second reload, it feels like artillery matches your reload. Like, I was playing my AMX 65-ton, and I swear, whenever I was loaded, artillery was loaded. And I was being shot at. Like, it was redonkulous. I was just blown away.
I still want to call it the British Tier 6 artillery. That thing just reloads so fast, it's just not right.
Dude, there's a lot of things not right now.
Yeah. But it's an artillery. 6.3
I'm gonna go
second
defender.
reload shouldn't be a thing.
Actually, I can use the AS2 too.
I was hoping to use my Sheridan.
Oh. You want to do 10?
I have enough of a silver cushion I can play some matches without going broke.
You're gonna go broke.
Most likely.
Yeah, like, you know what? If I was telling this to Bounty yesterday. Artillery, I don't play tanks that I feel like are overpowered. All right. For instance, I play all the German tanks. I never play my Leopard 1 because to me Leopard 1 is a really good tank. I'm not a big fan of, playing like the super over OP tanks. I never play my T95 FE4202. As you can tell, there's no equipment on this one. And this one's got a full premium loadout because this is actually competitive. This is just a competitive build for this tank. I play my Super Conk in public matches every once in a while. But you see the ammunition loadout. That is my public ammunition loadout. Okay? Chieftain. I use it in comp. I play it in public every once in a while. I'll run 2x silver bonuses on this and shoot nothing but Hesh and see what I can make. AVRE. I rarely play my AVRE. My E4, I think in the past 3 years, I have played my E4 less than 50 times. Because in my eyes, this tank is too strong. Then again, same can be said about my E3. I've played this less than 50 times, but this is actually a good tank. E5, I've played it a lot. I went out of my way to 3 mark it. M48 120. I actually enjoy to play this. Too strong in your hands? No.
Chrysler.
The E4, okay, is so powerful, Simmons, that it is right now the #1 most played tank. And because there are more and more people playing this tank, the statistics of it are obscured because there's way too many people playing it. All right, let's say 5% of the player base are really good players inside this tank. All right, 5%. That's all you need to make this tank stand out on YouTube. Everywhere else, it to be known as the absolute monstrosity that it is. Okay, then you have 95% of the player base that is now playing it, so all the data on the tank is now obscured. In my honest opinion, this thing should have never been buffed the way it is past super testing. But super testing, they never took the feedback, they never took any of it, and now, whenever this thing is hauled down, we got to do a 305, 300. 260, honestly, I don't care about the hull armor. 254 millimeters of turret armor that's slanted and brought back as well. Not just slanted, but it's rounded. It's a round slant, which means it's super thick. Top armor, 180. I mean, don't get me wrong. Lower plate, the biggest issue about this tank is right here. That's your ammunition in the lower plate. You can catch us out if you know where to aim. Speaking of which, I do want to start a little bit of a YouTube series. I'll actually play a match inside this. I want to start a little bit of a YouTube series that is the Achilles Hills of tanks. And essentially, it's going over like all from tier 6 to tier 10. It's basically just going to be like places where you shoot that can critically mess up a tank. And whenever I say critically mess up a tank, I mean there's a spot on the Tiger 2 and the Tiger 1 that if you hit it correctly, it is 3 modules that get knocked out. Ammo rack, engine, fuel tank. And then from the front of the Tiger, there's a spot that you can fire that's going to hit the ammo rack. But if you fire opposite of it, you don't damage the ammo rack. The radio's in the way. So I want to go over, like, based upon positioning where you're aiming, where you need the aim to be able to do, like, maximum damage on a target to be able to, you know, constantly make people angry. And there's one tank in game that's really good for this testing, but it's actually the worst tier 8 in the game, in my opinion. So I'll play it next round if I decide to play it. I really don't want to, but I might. I hate the thing. It's so bad.
Come on, Haven, just load the APHE. It's not that bad. Where'd you, my scouty things? Maybe there? Oh, I didn't see what my base view range was. Whoops.
Also, as I build up gold, I do want to play competitive. And specifically, while I'm playing competitive, I want to make gold off of competitive, because you can make gold off competitive. I've been asking questions on YouTube now over on my community tab, and I gifted Bean 30 days of premium for being able to guess what 152 and 150 cannot overmatch 40mm plates.
What?
Remember how we were doing the testing with the Arachi?
Yeah.
Arachi, with that 121 pin, 150, cannot pin, it cannot overmatch 40mm plates. The reason why is it doesn't have enough penetration to support the overmatch. Jesus, I gotta read.
Some good assist. This thing already feels a lot better than the T49. T49 sluggish. This thing's zippy.
The version 5, though, like, in my opinion, a lot of these season pass tanks, I'm getting, like, I am not excited for season passes to come out. I am more dreadful of season passes coming out, because a new tier 10 in the season pass is not fun to me. It takes away from the game, because it gives more people that have no idea what they're doing. Tier 10, there is a stronger player base in tier 6 right now, skill-wise, compared to tier 10. There are higher skill players in tier 7 and 6 than there are in tier 10. I know some people are going to be upset about that, but I'm being completely honest here. Tier 6 and 7, I get some really long, drawn-out matches that are actually enjoyable. Not just that, like tier 6 versus tier 8, you gotta really put in the brain power. Tier 8 versus tier 10, not as much.
I'm gonna rotate over to you because I'm not doing much scouting over here anymore. Oop, that's Double Storm Tiger.
Oh yeah. I'd be wondering too about them listening to the community.
Ow. Oh, I'm screwed.
Oh yeah, you're burning.
I just got Storm Tigered.
Oh yeah, you did. That reminds me, that tier 8 that I'm talking about that's horrible inside the matchmaker, it's actually one of the best testing tier 8s in the game.
Excuse me while I become a sniper. Or something. Uh-oh. If I don't die.
be honest. I really don't want to sit here and snipe the entire time, but...
I don't know what to do. I have 92 hit points.
Yeah, Simmons, dude, go to bed. Take it easy. Thanks for jumping in.
Aven, is there a spot I can continue to contribute with my 92 hit points?
Some mid-roll play, but be careful.
T54. Ow.
That
I
seems
tried
about
getting
right.
back into cover.
I have no idea where that Lehman Russ went.
One thing's for certain, he probably wants your soul.
Yeah, I'm gonna get derped here in a moment.
Yeah. Give me a second, I'll be right back.
It's 8-8 right now.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Yeah, I'm gonna do like maybe 2 more matches, then I'm gonna leave to go hang out with some friends.
Alright. And you see right there, even an Immortal player, he's a good player. And guess what he shot at me? He shot a high explosive because he knows how strong this turret is. Immortal players are very good players, alright? And he's shooting this tank already with high explosive because he knows he can't pin it reliably. With his, even with his premium, he can't reliably pin me. That's hilarious.
Ooh, barn.
He pull forward, just barely. That is that 46 patent has got plot armor.
How many times have you hit his track so far?
2. Oh my god, that's my fault. That is all my fault right there. And then 4005 coming up from behind. Yeah, I full Muppeted that shot. I aimed to the left and yeah, that's my fault. That's user error, alright? He tried. Yeah, 81.9, and I barely ever play this thing. Like, that's actually probably the, I'm gonna double check this. I'm gonna make sure that this is correct. Factual. Something tells me that is the first time in 90 days I've even touched that tank. Last 90 days, that is the only match I've had inside my E4. Career, 169 matches. Because to me,
Probably super bad.
I am not a big fan of this tank.
How many times have I played it? Thought I played it a lot. What is it? No, I played it that little. I missed on one of the earlier pages.
I've played my Strum Tiger more than I've played my E4 in the past, like, 2 years.
Alright, no, there's 128 matches.
Alright, what do you want to play, Bouncy? You want to continue tier 10? You want to jump down?
I could try the Sheridan again yet. It feels so much better than the T49.
I mean, T49,
Every
like, of
day.
course is going to feel better.
Well, no, when I was using the T49, I think I put like an engine equipment on to try to help make it zippier, and it was still so slow and sluggish. This thing is zippy.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
So much better.
Alright, I'm going to play my
That's like what-
780, but I'm not going to be super obnoxious with
Yeah. It's like whenever I was playing the T49, I was constantly getting sniped instantly by all the biggest, slowest dirt guns. Just because I couldn't maneuver when it was so slow.
I get
just
that.
realized I have I have 550 meters of view range with my setup.
Yeah, that means that anything that's at the 445, you're going to help kind of cancel out a little bit of concealment.
Oh, yes. This will be a lot of fun.
I mean, it's no Rompanzer view range or Leopard view range, but it's good.
What's the leopard view range?
Leopard, I think, is 410 base, and then you got the M48
Ooh.
Patton, which is 420.
I can't remember how
And
good
then
my range is on that
every
thing.
single time I think about the Patton, I think about the Chisel, how they nerfed its view range from 420 to 400, hoping that was going to fix the problem with the tank. But the problem with the Chisel is the fact that it has the same power to weight as the British Tier 10, with all that spaced armor and the Patton turret that weighs more.
Yeah. Oh. Accelerates so quickly. This is more like the Bulldog. This is what the T49 should have been.
And you also have button plants.
Button plants. See, that's like I have the bag on my back.
No, you have legitimate butt implants. That 30 millimeters or 20 millimeters of armor that's your side is actually spaced armor. Your side armor on the rear is spaced armor.
Beautiful.
So you can actually bait shells into your butt. And
Well, I just got shot in
they're
the
shooting
front
through,
left one time.
yeah, because it's nothing but spaced armor. It's not the actual hull.
Beautiful. Love it.
This is going to be a slow play pulling into this.
So glad I got my hands on this thing. And I flipped myself over.
I mean, it's got a pretty healthy 105 on it.
Is the 105 the skinny gun?
It's probably the one that you have on it right now.
Yeah. I'm stacked. We'll stock a Sheridan boy. I'll happily pull this thing out of tier 10 to scout for my friends, because before my only option was the EBR 105, but I have that thing built for custom, so it's just insanely fast and impossible to maneuver because of the speed. I have that thing going 93.
Hmm. Alright, cool. Since the grill's down, I can now play a little bit more aggressive. Slightly. I should have pulled it. I didn't realize that was the side. I was zoomed in. I couldn't see it.
heavy side shots on this tortoise. There's one. And down. And all around.
I'm gonna put pressure on that T95.
Alright. Don't put myself. I'm gonna flip a UE and start being an absolute maniac. Someone's spotting me. Not sure who. There's the guy. Really good view range. Not view range concealment. There he is. G-Sor. How's it going, G-Sor? Spaced armor side, boomer. Oh, that spaced armor side is gonna be so much fun to deploy light tanks with. Ow. Emerald 3 shot me with heat.
What's up, Koza?
Ah, T20 prototype. $6,000 damage. Yeah, probably should have just shot HE into the M103 to kill him instead of keep non-penning him with my standard.
You're
You're Doom Turtle.
That was a good play. That was enjoyable.
I still love how ridiculous the 780 looks with the tracks going so far down below the bottom of the hole. It's like it's on stilts.
It's stealth mode.
What do you mean? Wait, how is it stealth mode?
Just wait, it's the Batmobile. All right, this is Bruce Wayne's custom tank. All right.
You know, Batman crossover. It's just the Object 780 repainted.
Yeah, just pure black with the bat symbol.
Yeah. Give it a manual siege mode where it just lowers itself all the way down into the tracks.
Please, okay, as long as it's manual. If it's manual, I'm okay with that.
If it's manual, it'd be amazing, because I don't see how you do it with automatic.
Yeah, I can't stand auto.
Yeah. I can deal with it, I just prefer manual. Like, my big thing I like with the Swedish tier 8 tank sort of I can't do with like the mediums is I like just going into maximum gun depression, peeking over hills, then clicking the button to drop back down when I'm spotted. And I can't do that with automatic. Manual, you can get up to all sorts of shenanigans.
Yeah, all the shenanigans. What are you talking about?
Yes.
Now, the one thing I like about the 780, the older this tank gets, the better it gets, because people forget about it. Whenever a tank is newer, it's a lot easier to counter because everyone knows how to counter it, because it's fresh on everyone's mind. But then, as a tank gets older, it gets better. The best example of this is Andre the Giant. Everyone forgot how to play that tank. Everyone forgot how strong that tank was.
I'm still sad. I really wanted Andre the Giant, but I only got to like season stage 80, so I didn't get it.
Yep. And then Waffle. I'm so sad. I should have played back a little bit farther. I wasn't expecting the Waffle to pull me, but he had nothing to lose, so... 8,419 damage though. That is a monstrous game in this. And that is
Yes, it is.
I actually ran out of stamina. I ran out of standard rounds.
Beautiful. Alright, well, thanks for having played with you. I'm gonna get off now because that match was a little bit longer than expected.
You jumping off?
Yep, jumping off. Gonna take a shower so I'm not all sweaty from work or to hang out with my friends.
All right, no problem. Take it easy.
Yep. Adios.
Yeah, 28,000 silver made. 8,419 damage dealt. Mastery. That was good. Yeah, that was a great execution inside this tank. I love the 780 though. It's actually a really, really gnarly tank. Like in tier 10, the 780 is a one-of-a-kind playstyle. Okay? IS-7 is a one-of-a-kind playstyle. 279E, one-of-a-kind. 260, it's kind of similar to the IS-7, but not entirely. IS-4, there's a lot of tanks like the IS-4. 705, it's got its own kind of playstyle. And then the mediums are basically the same across the board. These ones are all the same across the board. There's a lot that are the same. But then once you jump in tier 8, the LPC, there's only 2 tanks in the game that had the playstyle like this, and that's the Arachnid and the LPC. So they're one of a kinds. That's what's really cool about them. Alright, the tank that I was talking about is this one. If they want this tank to actually feel good and bring it up to par a little bit better, they need to buff this HE round. And the thing is that this is an AP HE. Thing is that this is an AP HE that is in HE. There's nothing AP about this. It is just a standard HE round. And that's all it is. But it's got 200 module damage rather than the standard, I think it's 100? 122 for 90 millimeters. It's got 200. So it's got the same module damage as a 150 millimeter. But the biggest problem is, for that module damage trade-off, you do 160 damage with this gun. It is great for testing, and that is it. This round needs another 50 millimeters of penetration. It needs to be converted from an HE shell to an AP shell, and then it needs to do 260 damage a hit to give you that little bit of extra oomph, and then bring its... Actually, it just needs 180 or 175 pen to make this round viable. But the way that it is right now, it is, in all honesty, the worst worst round in the game, unless you know exactly where you're aiming every single time. And I doubt that you do. And from the testing I did with this tank a couple of months ago, well, actually, whenever the WWE event came out, the module damage that this does is not like APHE. It enters the tank, and if it doesn't hit a module, it doesn't damage the module. So it has to make contact with it, which APHE in real life, it goes in, and it can damage multiple modules from the side. And now we're against tier 10. I will never pin the Badger unless I catch its rear end exactly. OE 3, catch the sides. I have no idea what the thickness is. OE 4, side only, engine bay only. IS 3-2, I will never penetrate it from the side. 5120, not sure. I can pin it side. I don't know if I can pin it frontally though. If I had 150, I'd be able to pin it frontally, but I think 135, I'll have like a partial pin, so it'll be enhanced damage, but it's not going to deal anything. Highlander? Yeah. I don't think I'll ever pin his side. I'm going to give this a try, though. I'm going to go HE. Yeah, they decided to make a gimmick HE shell in the game, and it's a legitimate HE rather than working like an AP. S2-2. But whenever it comes down to it, what's really nice about this round is that was a pin. That was good to see. But the fact that it's a HE round takes away from it, because that means spaced armor can slow it down, and the fact that it's a HE round also means that it is slower than slow. For whatever reason, this round is just super bad. But it's not going to stop me from using it. I'm going to try it. IS-3-2 coming up from behind. I mean, don't get me wrong, I was up against 9 and 10. Like, yeah, I'm just going to full send it. Full send it into death. Okay. I am clicking so many buttons that I don't want to. If I'm going to be honest, I hate playing this game solo. You know what? Let's go tier 9. What does sound fun at the moment is some Cobra. Don't get me wrong. I don't have any premium, which means this is going to be extremely expensive. But oh man, is it going to be worth it. 0.92 aim time, 3.5. The aim time is what kills this. Dispersion's not bad. 3 seconds. Better than the last battle. Dude, I think it's a joke how they have all these extra rounds in game that are labeled, and then in the game they are legitimately just do not work the way that they are labeled in game. Like, it's hilarious. Because APHE, you can play with APHE on the Japanese guns, and they will ricochet. But the APHE on that M48A2 Patton is a high explosive. It'll detonate. And it won't pin spaced armor. It'll premature explode unspaced armor. So, it's an HE, mechanically speaking. If they made it an AP shell that detonated in the inside of the tank, and it was like they made basically like make the round bigger than what it is, but that means that they would need actual volumetric shapes for rounds, which we do not have in game. Where the pixel we're aiming at, that's where the pixel is going to land, essentially. Like, whatever pixel we see is the pixel it's going to land on. War Thunder has it differently, where if the gun is bigger than 50 millimeters, it has the actual shape of the round. So, like, if you're shooting turret rings, there's a chance that it'll just get jammed in between the turret ring and the hull armor, or it'll overpressure into the hull and then pin down into the hull. And you can see that through the module replays. Like, it's actually really cool how they set theirs up. Oh, and Lone Killer, I'm sorry, I didn't realize that you jumped in. I know that you sent me a message. How are you doing if you're still in the stream? Got a new camera and it's not choppy. I've got some physical doubt about that one slap, because you see all I have to do is this, turn mine on, and then giggle. Ha 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 ha. Lol. No artillery. Oh, and it's tier 10. Alright. Front row. The MBT, no, the MBTB. Okay. It's going to require some lower plate action if I can catch it. gonna sit right here. But I'm not gonna move. Should I drop the concealment net and put on verts on this as well? Or should I run a heavy tank crew and just try and improve the gun as much as possible to give me, I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna respec my crew after this one. Or take a random crew, respec it, and just do all the perks for accuracy and see how the gun on this performs. That worked out really well for you. Just gonna say that now. Is that TD? Yeah, he's still there. Is that a good angle? No, this, no. That right there. Do I give this to them and pull off? I kind of start streaming for a second. I should be mildly safe right here. Really uncomfortable, because if he pulls up right here, he might have shots. No, I should be okay. I just don't want to get non-stop HE'd by that 268. That's all he's throwing out is HE right now. Start my reload. I am going to pull back. I'm just going to give this up. I'm not going to give it up entirely. I just want to pull back just a little bit because that position is going to be really uncomfortable here in a moment. I'm going to pull back somewhere that... Oh yeah, there's the conch. I should be able to punish the conch for all of his health. But I'm gonna go down. You're still shooting HE. Why are you firing HE? I am so lost. Why is the only thing leaving your barrel HE? And see, the way that they had the background locked down, that's all you gotta do. If I had a better gun, I would have killed the 268 multiple times over. For instance, if I was in like the TS60 or like anything that actually had AP pin in the range of like 240, I would have killed it. Or like 200, even 220, I would have killed it. Sent me a DM on Discord. Sent me 2 DMs on Discord. I'm gonna haha you. No, I'm gonna haha you. Deal with it. Ha ha ha. Gonna give you crap, Slap. But it's the crap you enjoy, so take it. It's productive criticism, my friend. Enjoy it. Yeah, it is. It's way better than your last one. That's for sure. Your last one, dude, that was like 15 FPS at times. That was pretty bad. If you want a platoon, I'm down. We'll have to use Discord to chat. You want to use my main Discord? Also reminds me. Slap. You know, yeah, I'll just, hold on. I'll jump inside my main channel. You're already in it, so we can easily just jump in. I actually got a question I want to ask you. I'm probably going to ask Clone Guy as well. I forgot to change my crew, and I forgot to take off the concealment on this, because I was going to do vertical stabilizer combined with... That's a I'm going to take on the Progetto. I'm going to full send it. What's up, Slap? That's a I'm going to take...
Alright, hold up.
Mute me. Slap, we need to start making content around tier 9. Like, we need to focus out tier 9s for a while. That was worth it all the way. That wasn't worth it. Kinda cool to see 263 though. I was aiming at a 263, that's awesome. Slap, did you break your Discord? Ow.
And now?
I can hear you now.
Yay. That's weird. Sometimes it says I'm muted, but I'm not muted. And it doesn't let me know
Jesus
muted.
Christ, you're no joke. Every single time you talk, you're peaking.
What is wrong with your audio settings?
There's nothing wrong with my audio settings. It's literally your freaking PlayStation over the Discord.
It's the last 3 times we've like put party up. Either I'm too loud, or I'm too quiet, or Clone Guy's too quiet.
Yeah, it's primarily you that's loud. However,
Here, I can fix some things. I also want to turn my light off.
but it's also Discord. I gotta make sure I get my Discord settings correct.
All right, how about now?
No idea.
What do you mean?
I mean, I had to lower you like damn near 8
Did you-
decibels on OBS.
Hold up. Did you just lower me?
I raised you.
Okay. I'm putting myself back where I was. Okay, I'm back where I was. On my side. See?
All this front row combat. The Tyran.
Right now, I am trying to take all my videos and pictures off from TankFest. Easier said than done. Why did I take so many? Let's go.
Are you kidding me? No, you're not kidding me. This gun is so unreliable. I need to do the crew swap. And then I'm gonna take off the concealment net off this, and I'm gonna throw on vertical stabilizer. I'm gonna throw everything on to max out this gun, because this gun is, the aim time is the only thing on it that's really bad. Yeah, that 3.5 second aim time kills this thing.
Alright, there we go.
I lost
So,
my hit
my capture
points.
card broke. I told you about that, right?
Yeah, you did.
Which means I can't join a party or Discord while I'm in streaming until I get a new one. Unless I don't stream through my capture card. Then I can only PlayStation party then.
Oh, the silver loss.
Why don't you have a premium day?
Because I am done buying premium.
I'll give you half of mine.
Don't you have like 900?
1,000.
Oh god.
I haven't bought premium days in, I don't know, 7 years?
I believe that. Now, for me though, I'm done buying premium because I want to see how much premium time they give away in game. Speaking of which, now that I mention it, they need, each time you log in, you need to get this chest for free. It needs to be gifted to you each time you log in, every single 12 hours. Not you need to redeem it.
I still gotta make a video on that.
Yeah, like it needs to be gifted to you each time you log on. Because, dude, for me, I've been playing for how long? 10 years? Believe me, it's not daily habit to log on and get that. And crossplay is not loading.
Are you... Your platoon's open.
Yeah, it's open.
Alright. Let my joinable platoons be
And
available.
You are appearing offline. No, you're
I
not.
just see my...
Leave me alone.
Also, even if I'm appearing offline, it's crossplay.
Alright, we're gonna go
I am appearing offline.
Gun
though.
stabilizer.
I have invites. What do I have invites for?
We're gonna change out the
it's you.
crew.
It's just you. Oh, accepted. Oh, that message you sent me before Tank Fest.
I can't remember what I sent you.
Competition. Comp.
Oh, hold on Discord.
Yes.
Yeah.
When, where, and who said I don't like doing comp?
I said it because the last time I chatted with you, you said that it's been a long time since you've done comp, and that you're not participating. So from the last time we had a conversation about it, that's why I said that.
I mean, I like comp. I wanted to play comp.
Yeah, it's just for Calamity. So basically, it's like if you want to, literally just mention it out in every single one of your videos. Put down a Ask Clone Guy for a link to the Calamity server to be able to get more people into it. Ask Clone Guy how he wants to set up if he wants to help out with it, and then go from there just to get everything set up for Calamity. It's just mentions inside videos. It doesn't have to be a super long mention. You just get like a tiny script and then do it each video.
So what am I promoting?
It's just a competitive
tournament?
league. Yeah, it's just a tournament that they're doing.
Hey, you want to join Calamity? You want to be in tournament battles? Join Calamity now.
Bring in your clan. Actually have some interesting gameplay. Be able to jump in and have fun with that. I'm going to mute myself and disappear for 2 seconds.
How dare. He always does this. The voice off in the distance. He's off in the distance. And now I push his tank into a corner. As soon as we load in. No, he's coming back for the game load.
Sorry, what was that?
I was just gonna push you to the corner and not let you free.
No. So, question, do you have the separate turret of the Arachnid?
Yes.
Yeah, see, I don't, and I still don't. Even though I own it.
Alternating. With tanks, when I have tanks that have, like, multiple different skins, I, like, alternate them.
Well, no, here's the question.
Season.
Is it a skin?
Yeah, it's a skin.
A skin for the basic look?
Yes.
They should gift it.
It also adds the coupon. Yeah. I don't remember how I got it.
Yeah,
Also,
they need to gift it to
back.
everyone that owns that tank. Because the only reason why I don't like playing it is because of the spider.
Aw.
It gets in my way of view all the time and I can't stand it.
Also, the other skin adds the Kupo back.
So is it back in the module viewer or no?
No, it's just there.
But it's
a
not
visual
there.
thing.
Alright, this sucks because I can't pin his side. I can only pin his lower plate. T30 on the other hand.
I love this tank. It's so fun. We have an E100. Ow.
Oh my goodness. That's the E100 you were talking about, right?
Yes.
Alright, I was oblivious.
We also have a Malshin.
Yeah.
Eh. Help. T30, please. I only have 176 hit points. E4, I know you don't have much either, but protect me. Oh no, the E100 disappeared.
I'm reloading, but the chieftain's gone. I can't remember what my pin is. Is it 210 or 240?
210 sounds like.
Yeah, I think it's 210 on this.
I'm scared.
Yeah, 780. I can't pin that.
I can, but I can't take the shot. Oh, there's a medium tank.
It's an arachnid.
Oh. Without the skin. I mean, with the skin. Come here, arachnid.
It's very upset, is what it is.
Well, it's dead now.
Yeah. I don't know where the T30 went, but I do want to be. I gotta be careful. I think I can overpull.
Careful.
Yeah, the T30's out. I just don't want to take a big hit. I'm gonna give myself a second here. Good takedown.
Oh, oh. I got a magical pin. And I bounced. And a Malshin bounced off the back of my tank. Then
Yeah, I just prop myself to be able to get shots in the Malshin. Almost going sideways.
Well, the MVT got me. Yeah, 210 sounds more
I think it's
of
210. I think 210 pin is what I got.
I think 240 is the old reliable.
No, I don't think the old reliable's got 240. It's got. I know it's got 268 AP pin.
Let me look.
But I don't think it's 240 Hesh because it's got 560 Hesh.
Okay, yours is 210.
Okay.
268, 210, 120.
Yeah.
Old
see,
reliable
that's what
is same thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I could play old reliable while you play the Cobra. Yeah. So I am definitely going back to Tank Fest next year
Yeah.
because that was insane.
I bet you enjoyed it.
Yes.
Oh, Type 4 HE, dude. Come on. HE. HE's butt. You got his buttocks, right? Oh, Type 4. Oh.
I asked Ben to give the Matilda Black Prince more ammunition
Wait, why?
because the Matilda Black Prince, even before the low tier hit point buff, would run out of ammunition. Now it can't clip out a single tank without running out.
Clip out a single... Which one are you talking about?
The Matilda Black Prince.
Oh, the Matilda BP. Okay.
Yes, the only thing that's fast about it is its ability to run out of ammunition. Everything else is slow. But you want to run out of ammunition? The Matilda BP's got you.
Until BP's gotcha whenever you want to run out of ammo. Is it a clip?
No, it's just a single shot. Like, it has... How many rounds does this tank have? $55.
What's the damage?
It used to be...
Is it 110?
75.
Okay, yeah, that needs more ammo. If it was like 110, I would say that's perfectly fine at 110, like 110 damage. But if it's 75 damage, that needs like another. It needs at least another 15 rounds. Like you want to total out its damage per match. You want to max it out to like 5,000 damage per match to what it's capable of. But 50
my reload
rounds
is 1.72.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that you'll go through ammo like crazy.
It used to have the fastest rate of fire in the game. Then the bulwark came along and said hello. Yeah, it only has 4,000 DPM.
And I rarely ever play tier 4.
Potential.
Like there's no
tier
tanks
5.
in. Oh, it's tier 5.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that tells you how much I know. It's tier 5 and it's a 75 damage.
Yes.
And it's got a 75 on it, right?
How big are you?
Matilda BP?
6-pounder.
6-pounder. Hold on. It's a 57, I think. British 6-pounder to millimeter? 57 millimeter, yep.
It's such a great tank, though.
Oh, I bet it is.
Arbor sucks.
Armor sucks. What do you want to do, Slap? What tier?
Maybe I want to play my Matilda BP.
Well, I rarely ever play tier 5. I avoid it like
It's
the
a
plague.
tier 5 pref.
I avoid it like the plague.
You can play your Boga tier. You could be slow with me, but actually have armor. Or a T14. Or you can double Matilda
With
BP.
nothing on it. T14, nothing on it.
Excelsior. Oh yeah, they had an Excelsior.
Yeah, I'm just not a big fan of tier 5. Like it. Okay, so it doesn't see tier 7.
Yeah, it doesn't see tier 7.
Okay. 86, 102.
Oh yeah, the Matilda 1 looks weird.
Makes you say that. Jesus Christ. When was the last time I played my Chinu? I actually don't remember the last time I played my Chinu Kai.
Oh, Chinukai's a pref.
It is a pref. I don't remember the last time I played this. Like, I'm pretty sure my Chinu Kai, like, I played it whenever it first came out. Right, how the hell did I select the Discord invite?
Good old White Stars is for.
Yeah, I'm actually going to double check real fast. Last time I played my Chinu Kai, I've only played 38 matches inside of it, and it was 2019. And then my Type 3 Chinu was 2015, so 9 years ago. Okay. Alright, I'll spend a little bit of silver in outfit this real fast. 350 view range. That's horrible. Let's see, still 343. Oh, this is literally just a heavy tank. What's reload? 5-second reload. See alpha? 125. 25 is not bad. What's the power to weight? 11.27. That's pretty bad. Terrain resistance is good. Alright.
You want to trade power to weight ratio? Please. I have a 6.
No, you're fine. You're the one that
I'll
wants
trade.
to... You want to do what you're doing. I'm going to do this.
I mean, I have powertrain on it too.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm okay with what I got. First match in this tank in 5 years. 6 years, actually. Oh, yeah, 5. Hold on.
I think this is one of my first. Yeah, this is one of my first tanks I ever 2-marked.
I actually don't know what tank was my first tank I 2-marked. I want to say my first 2-mark, there's a chance that it was the T-28. T-28 Havoc. And Havoc was the nickname that we gave it because it's a preferential tier 7 American.
Oh.
Yeah. That I think might have been my first 2-mark, and I never 3-marked it.
I remember getting a message being like, "How are you pinning me? You're a tier 5." I'm like, "You got a weak point here and here." They're like, "Oh, thanks." Whoa.
Why do I avoid playing tier 5? Because I avoid it.
I almost did a 1v12 in this one. I think the map was called Northwest.
Northwest?
I think.
Yeah. See, and that's one of the
Super
biggest
map.
reasons why I don't like playing in the low tiers. To me, tier 5 used to be enjoyable. Like, tier 5 used to be super populated. Like 7 years ago. And nowadays, it's not as fun to play in.
Come back.
Ever since they changed everything in the game, since they changed tier 5 and lower is not fun ever since they removed 1 and 2s and locked out tier 4. Because I used to love playing my Lush, alright? My Lux. I used to love playing my Lux, the Lush, which is a douche, because it's got 100 millimeters of penetration with that autoloader. And that 3 centimeter autoloader also used to be, yeah, it used to be, what was it, like 720 alpha with the clip? Like 720 damage a clip? Like, it was up there back in the day, and then they nerfed the crap out of it. Don't get me wrong, it needed a nerf, but I loved playing my tier 4 against tier 6.
I was going 16, then I had the telephone pole and went to 8. Come back. The battle's gonna be over before I even get there. I'm about to shred everything.
Yeah, I misinterpreted the camo of this, and I just got punished. I'm gonna get punished even more. I'm gonna get punished by artillery. And see, this is why I don't like the low tier. Because, yeah, right there, double artillery, essentially one-shotting stuff. Like, people who get introduced into this game, tier 5 is unhealthy.
That's a KV-1 with a derp gun.
Jesus Christ, you are worse than a freaking Tog.
What's that?
Hey, artillery. Yeah, and then see the arc that thing's got? It's so ridiculous. The RDCC getting artied. Alright, that's enough tier 5 for me. Jesus Christ, how the heck did I do that? Have you played the new Rocket Pod?
I have not. I don't have it.
Good.
Good.
That means I can do this. Alright, Slap, now give me your face, and I'm gonna rub it into this a little bit. Just kidding. I am not a fan of the fact that rockets are being introduced, but I am a fan that they are dumb rockets.
Not guided missiles.
Yeah, dumb rockets I'm okay with. But I am not okay with them being introduced in the tier 8. Ready?
I'm looking through my tank.
Alright, no problem. By the way, I probably only got like 2 more or so in me because I'm hungry. I need food.
Food?
Food, yes.
That's not allowed. Are we top tier? Oh, we're top tier.
We
I'm
are.
a KV-4. I'm your armor. Where are we going? And I'll just non-stop go.
I'm probably going to head to the middle of the map and do a little bit of controlling there until I feel like I need to shuffle somewhere else.
I'll just go far right and just push. And not
Nice.
stop. Because me KV-4. Enemy team do nothing.
Today felt like it was some pretty good matches today. I do want to play a little bit of Slap. I've been playing Baldur's Gate, jumping back on it on PC. Oh my god, it's so good. I've been playing a Dark Urge playthrough. It is unbelievably amazing. The redemption arc. I'm gonna do a redemption arc first, and then I'm gonna do like the full on like inherit the Ba and murder everyone. And I might do an Oathbreaker build while... No, that doesn't seem right, because why would you do... Alright.
You know the B1 is massive?
The B1. Talking about the tier 5?
The tier 4 French heavy tank.
Yeah, tier 4.
That thing is massive.
Dude, there's a
in
lot of
real
them that are
life.
massive. Like, since you went
The
to Tank...
B1
Since you went to
surprised me.
Tank
I was
Fest,
like,
dude,
what?
you're probably, like, astounded by it. You know?
Yes.
You gotta remember, they can fit a human being inside. They can fit 5 human beings, alright? You know those old fun wagons from the 80s and 90s, alright? Those that can fit like 12 people? Dude, that's like an M3 Stewart. Those old fun wagons from the 80s, the big old vans.
Oh, I got inside of a warrior.
Warrior,
I got
what
talked
the
to
hell's the
the-
Warrior? I don't even know what the hell the Warrior is.
New Cold War tank.
Okay, so garbage.
And I got to talk to the commander of the tank.
Yeah, I bet that was fun.
Yes.
You see, what I want to do one of these years is I want to show up to Tank Fest like 3 months in advance, and then try and be able to help out around there, everything else, and then learn how to drive a tank, so then I can actually drive a tank during Tank Fest. That would be cool.
Or just restore one.
Yeah, help restore them. I do like the Ferdinand restoring. Dude.
They're
That's
supposed to be
so
restoring their
freaking
M47 for next year.
Yeah, didn't they have to cancel the deployment of it this year because something about the drive terrain on it broke?
I guess. The IS-3 was supposed to be there,
That would have been tight.
but the clutch broke.
That's the one that broke. Yeah, there was one of them that the clutch and something on it broke.
It's because the 4005 and the IS-3 was supposed to be there.
4005 was there.
Yes.
Ricky's video
Yeah,
got,
there
what
was
was it,
a-
like 45,000 views? That's going to be good
Yeah,
on the
that thing
revenue.
got like 20,000 views in like a couple hours.
Yeah.
I also learned that they needed 40,000 pounds.
Also,
To restore it.
I gotta ask a question. Did Vishaw use the same recording from Ricky?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Because if Vishaw used the same recording and there's nothing new about it, it's just introduced on his channel the way that it is, Ricky's channel could get demonetized. That entire video could get demonetized, and Ricky can get hit with a strike if he's using the same content. So you need to ask Ricky if Vishaw's using the same content. Because it's called a re-upload, a republish, and that can lead to literal account bans. Or full demonetization. Not account bans, but full demonetizing. That's 370 meters.
My driver died.
And you got us both in your arty? Yeah, it's because you were aiming at us both. Remember, if I start getting stream sniped, I'm alive. If I start getting stream sniped, my stream will jump into a 1-minute delay. Especially if it's
Getting shot
artillery
from left.
sniping. Then again, you didn't fully stream snipe. You took full advantage of the fact that we were spotted and you focused us out. So, there's that. But if you ever catch me while I'm not spotted, then yes, my stream will get 1-minute delay.
So, yeah. It costs 40,000 pounds to, like, restore the 4005. World of Tanks gave 20,000 of it, and Tank Museum reached out to its supporters, and the supporters gave 20,000 pounds in, like, 2 hours.
I actually don't know
That's
the
like
value of pounds to the American dollar. To be honest, I know it's a little bit less.
40,000 pounds is
Jesus
$52,000.
Christ!
What? 50 memberships? Is that level ones?
Yeah! Dude, thank you, man. That is awesome. There's going to be a lot of people confused. When did I get a membership?
Holy God.
Man, that is awesome. Machine, dude, thank you. Actually, I just completely botched your name. Holy crap. Machine, I'm actually, you're gonna laugh whenever I say this, but I'm actually taking a picture right now, and I'm sending it to my mother.
Look, mother, I have done good things.
Look, Mom!
Be happy for me.
Dude! That just made my night. That is awesome. Thank you. I'm actually sweating now. Like, full on anxiety. I don't know what I can do now. I am so lost. It's still gifting them out.
YouTube is spamming up your chat.
Yeah. Dude, the best part is, okay, I'm saving up money to make a business and then putting my YouTube account on the business. Then it's going to be turned into a non-profit, and all profits from it, don't get me wrong, like I'm going to pay myself, make sure I get paid like per project essentially is what it will be, like a commission fee for like a certain percentage. Then the rest of it is going to be used to be put back in the World of Tanks, and it'll be a non-profit to the point where all money that's brought in will be given back to the community through memberships and gifts is kind of the goal. I am so, like, I don't even know what to do now. I'm just gonna put a crew in this. I'm gonna play this. And don't get me wrong, like, those, I do believe those are the single memberships, and that's all they are. They're super, super cheap. It's $1. And it's hilarious because I think I get 69 cents. It's either 69 or 68 cents. And I did it for the memes. I was like, I make 69 cents.
Terrible.
Leave me alone. It's the best number. It's nice, all right?
I told you about meeting the Awesome Epic guys, right?
Meeting what?
The Awesome Epic guys.
Yeah, you said that
Yeah, and they gave me tickets to the Wargaming party.
Yeah, I can't remember if we were chatting whenever you said that or if you were in my chat.
I was in your chat.
Yeah, you were in my chat. We'll quack you. Party for life. Why'd you do a duck? Did you do it for the... Oh, it's for the French arty. I just got that.
We'll quack you.
For life.
More like we'll F you.
Well, no, because they call a lot of the Frenchies ducks. Like the duck tank. It's French. So we'll quack you. It's like the reference could be taken as French. Yeah, sloth, dude. Holy crap. Sheesh, right?
Oh yeah, Eclipse hanged out with Skills like that entire night.
Who skills?
Skills L4TU.
Oh, that
PC?
explains a lot. Yeah, okay. Alright. Yep, alright. I will never associate myself with Eclipse now. A little while ago, I was thinking about it. Thinking about reaching out, trying to help him correct stuff, but that's out the window. All right,
So yeah, that was like really cool experience. Go to any oh my goodness, developers or any like content creators for like PC, console, or Blitz.
So it was across the board, like everybody?
Yeah. Also, I was staying in the exact same hotel that all developers and console creators, content creators ran too. Because he told me about that. He's like, here, this is where we're all staying at.
Find out that's where everyone literally is.
Yes.
It's just, it was probably the cheapest hotel there, huh? Cheap living.
It was kind of like the only thing available.
Did you not look at any of the breakfast and baths that were down there?
Full.
Serious? All the breakfasts and baths were full?
Yes. Yes. Anything
That
like in
is-
30 miles radius is full for those 3 days.
Dude, that is gnarly.
Yes. 25,000 people went to Tank Fest.
That's kind of awesome.
We filled up the 3 giant, like, fields. The first day, I had to wait in a line for 2 hours to go 3 miles. Because parking was just literally terrible for the first day because they didn't know what to do with all of the people. And you would park, and it would take you 15 minutes to walk from where you parked to, like, the actual Tank Fest.
Jesus. Well, the only thing I heard you say is I'm going to be buying my tickets for the hotels like a year ahead.
Ow. That was some ow.
Sloth, speaking of which, you're probably watching the gameplay. How dirty was that? How dirty did I just treat that AMX and the T90? The S. Yeah, TS60, not 90. I don't know where the hell 90 came from.
Yeah.
Pretty
No.
gross.
I was fighting the Agula and the artillery at the same time. And I was using the Agula to protect me from the artillery. So the artillery was shooting the Agula.
The Agula?
Yeah. Agula. Anyway, the artillery rammed me to death.
I knew you were in front of me, but I shot you anyways. Oh my god, my reaction times. It's good, but it's so off today.
It's like, that was a friendly you shot.
It was, yes.
Yeah. Tank Fest is also, like, really big.
I know it's big. People like tanks. There's a lot of people that like tanks.
I mean, like, the actual place.
Oh yeah, it's huge. You gotta remember, they have like, what is it, like 5 warehouses?
It's 2.
Oh, it's just 2?
Seriously.
Well, they got 3 of them
Yeah.
in the back that are used for restoration and restorage, and they're mechanic shops, right?
Yeah. But
Yeah.
what the Vehicle Conversation Center has, like, 90 tanks in it.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
In that museum, I got lost in it. I was like, where am I?
Dude, I would be lost in my dreams, all right? Because I love tanks, dude. Love tanks. I don't even care
Also,
what they have there. I would just be excited to show up.
They said that 80% of the remaining of the world's population of World War I tanks are in that museum.
Yeah, there was a lot of MK1s there. Mark
Yeah.
1s. That was so cool.
They have a replica running around.
I wonder if they... I think it's actually France. No, I think it's wrong. Some of the first German tank designs. The Devil's Advocate one. I can't remember where that one's located, but I can't remember the actual name of it, what they named it. But it's got a little red devil on the side of it. That reminds me. You want to know one of the scariest tier 8s right now in the game that no one's doing videos on? They buffed this. Twice. Actually, 3 times. It's got the same armor as the Ferdinand, with a 6-second reload, 360 alpha. This is, in fact, one of the best buys for people who want armor and to make silver. Only problem is, it's German, which means it suffers against heat. Like, in general, German suffers against heat. Unless it's like the E75 TS, because the way the turret's designed, or the low, with the way the turret's designed. But whenever you're top tier in this thing is absolutely disgusting. And you make silver.
I thought you were just going to say, it's German. And nothing else.
It's German. I
thought you were going to
no.
say, like, oh, the thing's wrong with it is it's German.
I mean, the fact that Germans suffer from heat, but not all Germans suffer from heat. Like, not all of them suffer against heat. But German is, like, well known for suffering against heat rounds. Like, E75, that tier 9, I don't feel like it suffers compared to, like, the Tiger 2 or the E100. The tier 9 is actually dominant.
Actually, I'm not going to play the 28 prototype. I'm going to play a... Oh, I thought you were going to play the first...
Yeah, this will be,
Fortress Ferdinand. What can I not English?
I haven't been able to English all day. Don't worry about it.
I never can English.
Like, I speak broken English.
English? What?
Broken. KV4K TTS. You know that on PC, it cannot... Actually, is it left or right that it can't look down? I can't remember. I think it can't look left that much, but it can look all the way to the right side. Console, whenever they brought that in, can look both ways exactly the same. But on PC, it's not able to. Also, once they added the small gun into that one, I actually consider that a nerf more than I did a buff on that tank. Because you want to have that turret angled for it to actually have value. Oh, they actually buffed it. 45 both way. If you go back to patch, say, 112.
Well, you can lock that gun in place.
Yeah, patch 112, the gun can only go 15 degrees to the left. While patch 113, 14, 15, 16. That was a recent addition, it looks like.
You can lock that gun in place, though.
1.2, 1.19, 1.18. It looks like patch 1.18 on PC was whenever they introduced the fully rotatable 45 to 45 on the KTTS on PC.
Wow.
So
Yeah,
that's like a year ago.
The Top Gun, you can actually lock it in place.
Yeah, I know you can lock it in place, but beforehand you weren't able to. So for, I think it was like 8 months, that tank was essentially unusable. Because whenever you side scraped, it was always weak. Always weak. It was just so easy to do anything against it.
Also, our armor on this tank's just incredible compared to PC.
I don't know how I got that shot. That was a great guess on my end. I don't think I can aim through this one too well.
I've seen the locusts. Tiny locusts.
Oh yeah, over at Tank Fest?
Yes. Everyone, all the other tanks are like massive, then it's the locust. It's
well,
like,
dude, the thing, it's like a derby car.
Tank.
Dude, it's like the size of a derby car. Like, the thing's still huge, you know? I think it would be super
then
fun
I
to play.
seen the, what's that tank called? It's the Italian tank. Tiny little thing.
Yeah, TSK or whatever?
No, that's Polish. It's in Girls and Panzer.
And you see, the last time I watched Girls in Panzer was like 14 years ago.
How dare. What is that tank called?
I know which one you're talking about. The Italian, it's the gun that's on the left and only 2 people can fit inside of it.
Yes, super tiny.
Yeah, I was thinking TSK, but you're right, that's not the right one. I'm not a World War I enthusiast, okay?
But
But yes, that thing is tiny.
fine. They also came with flamethrowers.
Did they shoot him?
A tank miss?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Ah.
Flamethrower, no gun. But they had, like, reenactments with,
hold
like,
on.
explosion
Hold
stuff.
on. We gotta situate on that right side. That right side's gonna get overwhelmed. I gotta get hull down. You might be okay right here in this building.
Near, I'm spotted.
I'm spotted too.
Run. Ow.
Are they shooting you?
They shot my tiny gun. You're like, why are they shooting you? Because I'm covering your entire tank with my side.
Jesus, that shot was so far off.
I have not hit a single target. I mean, I've hit targets, but just hadn't, like, pinned. Oh, look, somebody's shooting me.
I can barely aim through that, by the way.
Oh, the Leopard 1's engine sounds amazing.
Yeah, then you play World of Tanks and you realize it doesn't sound the same at all.
Ow! Ow! That Diamondback knows somewhere to shoot me. Kill it.
He's tracked. I hit his left track, so he got off-angled.
There's a tank behind me.
Isn't that 30 millimeters that just hit? Or is that his front? I have no idea.
Hello. How you been, friend?
That's so funny, dude, that tiny gun.
Get baited. Okay.
Yep. I don't know where the
IS-3
was.
shot me. It was on the left side.
Ouch. I mean, I call the right side's gonna fall. Alrighty, you guys. I need to get food in me. I am beyond hungry right now. And also, these commander chests, like, I've gotten so many of these, I don't want them. The fact that they're charging 400 gold per one is ridiculous. Because, I mean, look at this. Skill swap? No. Filters. One perk? Yeah, one perk.
We're getting
Look at this
10
guy.
gold first.
That looks horrible. What was one of the other ones I got? Oh, here's one. Yeah, that's not 400 gold quality. It's not 400. That's not even worth like 10 gold.
Oh yeah, we're getting respecting a skill for 10 gold again.
Good, because I've been complaining about that for 3 years. And dude, the thing is, like, the fact that they took it out of the game was super dumb. All right, 10 gold respecs is a big deal. The reason why, you're micro players, people who don't want to spend a lot of money. Okay, they look at 90 gold and they're all like, I don't want to spend that. But the thing is, when we think, oh, I'll spend 10 gold. All right, cool. By the end of the day, those people that are spending 10 gold per perk, they probably spent 300 gold to respec it. By the end of the day, people who do a lot of the respecs. Because for testing purposes, it's huge. Okay? For being able to swap between crews, it's huge. But the fact that it's been 90 gold for 3 years is irritating.
Well, it's really been 90 gold. It's 10 gold per skill you have.
It is
equipped.
90 gold to respec your crew.
If you have 9 on.
It
But if
is
you only have
90
2.
gold to respec your crew. Because guess
Not every
what?
time.
Competitive players that have 9 perk crews, because it's all they play with, it is 90 gold every single time. Not just
I'm
that,
saying, like,
for everyone that has done this, okay, go to your commanders. What is the one skill you never put on your commander if you are free to play? Yet free to
Quick
play
learner.
should be using it. Quick learner. Yep. They never put it on because once they max out the crew, they are locked out of their 9th perk. Unless they spend 90 gold to change 1 perk.
well, I was saying if you have less than 9 skills, it's less than 90 gold.
That's the thing about it. All right? You put 5 skills on a crew. The thing
It's
is,
50.
for players who've been playing for a long time, it is 90 gold to respec. 90 gold, period. There's no getting around it. You're training a crew. You're training a crew. All right? If you're training a crew and you're putting perks on that crew that you are training, you have a designated tank that you are training that crew inside of. Okay? For instance, me and my Astron Rex is my training crew. Then whenever I get done training my crew, now I have 9 perks that I got to respec to put on a tank.
Wow.
That's 90 gold a crew. And for free-to-play aspect, for someone who's not going to buy any more premium time, that's not going to be spending any more money on the game. That's why I'm going to try and jump back into competitive with Decoy to be able to play and... Dude, that is outrageous. 50 new members. I just saw the number pop up. But, like, I look over and I see, like, new members, 50, and I'm just... My entire heart's like, oh my god, that's awesome. But anyways, going back to it. Yeah, train a crew. It's 90 gold guaranteed. And for someone who's going to, start going free to play and dealing with the 0 days of premium, like my IS2, my IS2 too, I'm grinding that entire line without premium. If I get premium, I'm not playing a single tank in that line.
Have you played the Ice 2 too?
I have. It's maxed out.
Stock?
I have played it stock.
What'd you...
I played from my first match to where it is now. I played the entire stock grind to where it is now. Fully upgraded. And I think I did it in under, like, free to play with no premium time. Let me tell you how many matches I have in it.
That tank sucks stock.
Oh, that 180 is not bad.
Garbage.
85 millimeters is not bad.
Garbage.
I think I had multiple 3,000, 4,000 damage matches with the 85. Nine matches inside that tank. What the heck? Oh, I think I free XP did the first turret.
Oh, it wasn't that bad?
But I was also using 5 times XP bonuses on it.
So it wasn't that bad.
No. I'll play it stock, though. I'll put the stock... Like, I didn't mind the stock guns.
Garbage.
Alrighty, Slap. Thanks for jumping in. Everybody else, thank you. Machine? Or... Mac? Mech? I have no idea how to pronounce your name, dude. I'm sorry. I'm completely bombing it.
This machine.
It's machine?
XP. Yeah, XP,
XP
machine. The
XP
one
machine?
is an I.
Yeah, see, and that's my problem. My dyslexia kicks in whenever I see the number. Brain hurt. Dude, XP machine, though. Thank you for that 50 subs, dude. That is awesome. That is amazing. Anyways, Slap, thanks for jumping in. I'm going to go get food, everybody. I am hungry.
No food.
I got bratwurst and fries, and they've been in the fridge for like 3 hours because they've been done since I started streaming. So, anyways, catch you guys later.